You sound scared.
Hold on.
Don't be.
I'm good. I'm good.
Good
Ooh,
thing I
I'm
hit the
good.
bell because I know
Alright,
exactly.
Okay, I'm starting
Alright, let's
to
get it, dude.
stream.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna pass you guys the link in case you wanna pass it to anyone. Hold on, let me copy
Ooh,
paste
I
it
hit the
here.
bell.
Alright, let's get it, dude. I'm ready. Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Pass it to anyone.
I
Let's
get.
get it.
Panic in the streets, fear and loathing in Paris, as the newcomers have been embraced and accepted into the communities of France. The child of La Sombra has now witnesses the horrors of the new prince of Paris. The walker in two legs with the eyes of the beast and the mouth full of razor wire is now being accepted among the Nosferatus who are hiding him. And somewhere in France, somebody's gonna be turned into a vampire tonight. The rising war is taking form as the high clans suspect something's going on, and some of the conspirators of the low clans are working on something. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to part 3 of Centuries, part 1.
Hello!
This is gonna be confusing. Yes, I decided to call part 1 Centuries part 1, so bear with me. So tonight's players are coming from deep of the woods, the man beast, Mister. Introduce yourself.
A.T. Tizamayet, the Gangrel Vampire.
And your character's name, please, for the viewers at home.
Tizamayet.
Tizamayet. From top of the high castle, looking down below, watching how people burn and drinking blood. The man, the walking shadow, the La Sombra, Mister.
Jan. My name's John. My character's name is Salvador the Truth.
And last but not least, the poor little orphan who ran away from home, who has to live every night for pleasure and for pain, to gain the money to survive, to pay the chocolate and pay what she debts. The new player or newcomer, Lady.
Rabbit. Hi.
Welcome, Rabbit. This is her first time playing, just like with the guys. Welcome to Vampire. I'll be your host, and you know me as the man who laughs, the expert texter joking smoking. Don't you think the Joker laughs at you? I'm Joker, or Joe. So are we ready to rumble?
Let's get it cracking.
You didn't let me say my character's name.
Sorry. Go ahead. Since it's your first time, introduce us to your character. Tell us a little bit about her. Who she is, where she comes from, what's her name?
Her name is Lulis Seinfeld.
Alright. She is a lady of the night?
Yes, she is a lady of the night.
Alright. Anything else we should know about her? About who she is, where she comes from, her family, her relatives, anything?
She's a Malkavian.
She's not yet a Malkavian. Soon to be.
She is going probably to become one. She's in the heat of the moment. She's very temperamental, but when everything is normal and calm, she's pretty okay. Not rational, but decently sane.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna ask you something. Since we rarely have...
Do the viewers have any questions for us and our characters? Anything specific they want to know?
Hold on. Where's the? Oh yeah, I haven't passed the link here. I mean, I passed the link, but I haven't opened my own channel, so I'll be able to see or read sometimes the voice chat. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Maine. Hello, Paladin. Always watching us. So. Since we rarely have women play and sometimes say they get a little bit iffy with some of the content, are you okay with depictions of sex, violence, corruption, and religious overtones?
Dude, I am completely chill with it.
Alright.
What kind of pussy would play this game? Oh my god. Okay, let's play the fucking game.
Trust me, I had people who were a little bit iffy when I depicted sex or some more unnatural acts. Hell, the last game
I might be uncomfortable at first, but I'll get used to it.
Look, last game we had cuckolding. And
Okay, let's just get it cracking. Let's just move on.
Okay, I'm looking for some.
Essentially, I got raped to become a vampire. I mean,
Not rape.
Wow, that's kinky.
Not rape, but you were convinced into sex.
Okay, that sounds sexy. Now let's play the game.
I'm looking for some music. Hold on.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Oh. I'm looking for some songs of the Witcher soundtrack, but
yeah, I
It's
see
the
that.
final countdown.
okay. So,
Medieval cocaine.
oh yeah.
Question mark.
So, by the way, if you were so kind, you can click your own names to change it for your in the low bar to change it for your characters' names. That will help me a lot because I'm bad remembering names.
Yeah. I am too, so.
I was way ahead of you, so.
Thank you so much. At least you're considerate.
Well, I did it
How
last
to
time.
change?
Too.
Oh, wait, hold on. Gotcha.
One of the guys says White Walker by Mastodon.
Mastodon. Oh. Paladin, you have good taste in music. Let me see if I can find it around here. Hold on. Let me see my chat room here. Oh, sorry.
If you want, I can keep an eye on the chat for you.
Thank you. Still, I know we have 3 watchers right now. 3? That's nice.
I'm watching, sorry.
It's okay.
I was the one who commented it first, so.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So.
I paused the stream. Oh, I'm
It's okay.
not technically watching it then.
You're there, but okay. Hold on. Let me look for the right song. Lula.
Hi.
Hold on. Let me get into DM mode.
I couldn't think of a name, and that just kind of came to me.
Seinfeld.
You could just suck my dick. You think of something better, and I'll change it.
No, because I like your name the way it is.
That could be your nickname.
I'm just gonna think of that bass line that people use when they make
Rosianna.
names.
I mean,
Particularly.
the air horn.
By the way, can I give you a little
Yeah.
hint? In time, I can allow you to have multiple names because since you will go from place to place and you will need to hide yourself among humans, I'll allow you to call yourself by different names. Mori. And I'm looking for some.
Morty! You. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Conversation for another time.
Okay, Mori. So, where was I? Oh yeah. Hold on.
Hello.
The night covers Paris. You can hear people laughing, moving from side to side. Some of them are celebrating, some of them are chewing up. But there's a lot of drinking everywhere. Mainly because soldiers return from the Crusades. Most of them are trying to get themselves some fun, if you know what I mean. Some movement, something to do. Anything to do, really. The night covers Paris. The city that never sleeps, the city that's always in motion. Notre Dame casts a shadow. As in every corner you can see gargoyles looking down at you. Some of them covering their faces. Some of them gleaming from side to side. Do tell us, if this show was if I was DMing a TV show under the red sky, under the reddening sky, as the full moon slowly comes over, gleaming through the city streets, turning every corner into a bluish tone, what we will see? Describe your character, please. Describe us how she looks like in detail, please.
She has gray-brown hair, greenish-brown eyes. She has a oval face. She has slight tan, but not very. She's 5'5", 5'6". Bites her nails.
Okay, I choose personality.
Medium length hair. She doesn't keep it too long.
Body type?
Body type?
Yeah, let me see something. I want to see how many appearance points does your character has.
Well, she's a lady of the night. I think she should be a little attractive.
Well, let me see if I can find your character sheet in here.
Okay.
Appearance 3. Holy shit.
I don't want to see an ugly girl during the day.
No, dude. Have you heard the concept of paperback girl?
No.
No. In your case, she's pretty. She's really pretty. Okay.
Pretty insane.
It's up to you of how well endowed your character is.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's pretty insane. Okay.
And last but not least, holy shit. Remember
She
the
has
Dark
all her
Ages.
teeth.
She's what?
She has all her teeth.
Okay.
Thank God.
Situation.
Alright.
You're walking on the streets. You've been working lately to please soldiers who have arrived from the war. They're giving you fair coin. Not the best, but fair coin. Enough for you to survive another week or so. Are you from Paris, or have you been traveling to get to Paris?
I've been traveling.
Okay. But sometimes you go to certain places to dance, to catch the eye of the soldiers or of any traveler, and then they sometimes require your services. Some of your past clientele has been more rough than others. Others have been more tamer. Others have even asked you to escape with them, to marry them, to become one with them, but you're not into that. So, hold on, let me do a little bit of Google Food. It's a very late night, as you can notice, as the sky has become red and the stars are shining slightly under the firelights of the city. Sometimes you find a couple of inquisitors or priests that look at you in a very distinct manner, as for this era, you have a little bit of a cleavage, if you know what I mean, to show that what you do and what that you are a little bit of an eye candy.
Yeah.
So, hold on. Let me look for something to see what years was somebody alive to see. Oh no, oh no, wait. This is not possible yet. So, you can see a carriage driven by horses as a man walks towards you. His eyes are locked into yours. He wears he looks like the son of a baron or something like that. He looks rather young, as his eyes like gleam into yours. The man looks at you, going like, "Good evening, my lady. Would you prefer to ride a horse rather than just walk? The streets are very muddy. Sometimes you can see one or other rat, the size of a cat. What do you do?"
I accept the horse.
You accept. He helps you to get on top of the horse, and he tells you that he's not looking for company, but the person he works for is. And he wanted to know if you will be okay with that.
How much money would how much coin would I get?
How much do you usually get? He asks you.
Wait, is she a prostitute?
Yes. That's why I said lady of the night.
Okay.
Maybe 5, 6.
My companion is willing to offer you 50.
Deal.
He smiles, saying the only rule is, no matter what you do, you will be willing to do anything my companion wishes. Roll courage.
I've been doing anything for the past who knows how long, so I'll do it.
Okay. Basically, if there's any hard limits your character had, write them down right now if you like. Things like she will never do or she has done.
Scat and piss play, there you go.
Okay.
Oh
wait,
my God.
bestiality?
Bestiality? I go to town with that.
Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna need more cigarettes here.
Let's continue with the game.
This is gonna be an interesting game.
Please continue the game.
This is gonna be an interesting game. I'm trying to look for some creepy music, but anyways. So, the man takes you to not the biggest house you ever seen in your life, but a pretty accommodated place. Okay, a pretty how to put it? A house very well in a very good side of town. Okay.
Middle to high class town.
Yes. It's something that resembles, how to put it, a house of the rising sun. A house that which walls cry with its history of perhaps abuse and pain. Not the kind of sadomasochistic house, but it gives you a feeling that people have run away from this place, children have been left there, wives have found their husband cheating in that place. The statues green, as some of them have phallic symbols. It catches your eye that the Inquisition hasn't come to destroy them. It's weird, but you accept it. As you walk inside the house, roll perception, please.
Roll of perception?
Yes.
Like, if you have a perception of 1, you would roll 1d10 die, so slash roll space 1d.
Sorry.
Any news from the chat room? Let's see.
Fine.
Make her Harlequina. No. Duh. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, a 9. Holy shit. Okay.
Right.
Hold on. Let me look for some music. So, as you look around you, you can see a figure slowly creeping out towards the staircase. You notice that the place is very dark, very dim lighted, but you notice that there's one figure crawling slowly towards the staircase, looking at you. The first thing you see is a face. A perfect face that doesn't move, that doesn't express nor pain, nor pity, nor pleasure, nor pain. A face made of white, with 2 black holes for eyes and luscious lips for lips, with a permanent look of emptiness and blankness. It's a mask. The figure is dressed in purple, with a dark corset. She is less voluptuous than you, but she wears a long dress that she drags to the floor. The man gets on his knees towards the figure. The woman moves closer towards you, touching your face delicately, like she was holding a precious piece of art, moving your face from side to side to explore your features. What do you do?
I comply, not saying a word. Looking at her, of course.
Roll perception.
Trying to figure out what she's doing.
Roll perception. You want to see her real eyes through the mask.
Also, it's 1 die for each perception you have, by the way.
Yes. If you have perception 3, that will be 3 dice.
Well, any point, yeah. If you have any.
Do I just roll it again?
If you want to see underneath her mask, like trying to notice her eyes.
Nah, I'll leave it.
The figure holds your face as you can hear her almost growling but playfully through the mask. As she grabs you and takes you to her room. As she walks you into the room, the first thing you notice is that the place is very dim lighted. There's long curtains that cover the windows, very long. There is one massive bed. The man who bought you here is not here anymore. The figure looks at you, and you don't know when, but your clothes fall apart in front of her. You don't know when she took them out. What do you do?
I look at the floor.
You look at the floor. The figure moves closer towards you as she is still fully dressed. She holds you by the chin and you feel cold against your chin. You feel nothing but cold. The figure's eyes lying locked into yours, and in a way, you feel fear. What do you do?
I grit my teeth and then ask how much I'll be getting.
The mask doesn't move, for the mask cannot smile. But if this was the moment where you could see through her mask, you will see her smiling. She asks you, what do you truly wish? As she grabs your body, and for one moment you feel like your body doesn't belong to you. Almost as if your body belonged to her. Almost as if you were losing yourself into her. What do you do?
I attempt to push away.
Roll strength.
That one is...
Physical attributes.
What?
How much strength do you have?
I have 3.
Roll 3d10.
And I attempt to do that by...
Slash roll 3d10.
Sorry.
It's okay. Shit!
Fine.
Sorry, I almost broke a book. The book is very old and it flipped in my hand. I could hear it cracking.
She got a 5, an 8, and a 5.
You try to push away, but you're starting to feel weak. You don't know how. She holds your face, and you can feel the cold lips of the mask against yours. She's making you kiss her mask. What do you do?
What the fuck?
I grab from underneath the bottom of the mask and pull it downwards.
Roll strength.
Like I said, that roll.
You remove her mask. Her hair falls over her face as you can hear her scream in horror and pain and wailing as she grabs her face, shouting, "My face! My face! My beautiful face! You ripped my face!" What do you do?
Freeze in horror.
Panic and get the fuck
You
out.
see her falling
my money, bitch?
in her knees, scared, trying to grab her face while covering her own proper face. She grabs the mask, puts it on, and she starts breathing. You see her for the first time breathing. She's scared. She's completely scared. You see her companion kicking the door open, holding a sword, saying, "Mistress, are you okay?" She looks at you through the mask. You are naked as her companion holds the sword. What do you do?
And cover myself with my arms.
Her companion starts moving towards you as she says, "Don't. I will give her something." Roll strength. Roll stamina.
Stamina?
Oh, jeez.
Jerry. Oh, I'm looking for a
I
song.
saw that. Jerry.
You try to push her away as her companion puts the sword towards your chest. You can feel the coldness. She says nothing. She only says... She moves closer towards you and said, "I wanted to make you eternal. I wanted to make you love me. And I will." Her hand grabs one of your breast and your hip, as suddenly you can feel the mask lifting gently, and the world fades away as you feel terror, as you feel your warm blood being driven, being pulled, being sucked, as at the same time you feel pleasure. A level of pleasure that scares you. A level of pleasure that goes beyond the flesh, beyond the soul, beyond everything. You can feel her biting you. And a part of you doesn't want it, but most of you makes you weak in the knees. You fall into the ground as she still holds you, this time tracing her face towards your chin, towards your lips, like caressing you, like you were her lover, even if you don't feel like it. And the world starts fading away. You can see the shimmering sword slowly fading away. Slowly fading away. You start waking up as you can see the mask looking right into your eyes. And through a small hole in the mask, you can see a long line of blood falling to your lips. Roll self-control.
Oh. Five.
Dude, you don't think. You grab her by the face, pulling her towards you as you start drinking the blood, licking it from her lips, smearing the white mask red, and licking the blood desperate. You wrap one of your legs around her thigh, around her waist, pulling her into you as you feel like you depend on it. The figure suddenly pushes her covered mouth into your lips and moves away, like rejecting you for a moment. Her eyes lie locked on yours. As she slowly walks away. As you look at her, you feel something. One thing. Hold on, who joined this? Hello, Spectre. Hello, Spectre, how you been?
Hey, I'm doing well. How about you?
Well, I'm doing well. I'm DMing. I'm streaming at the moment. Your character, I'm gonna, just to make it quick, you already been turned because you already know a little bit of vampire, okay?
Okay.
You were turned recently, like about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I couldn't hear you.
Your character was turned about 2 or 3 weeks ago, just for the sake of making it more faster, okay?
Okay.
Also, I'm streaming the game if you don't mind, dude.
Okay, where can I find the stream? I'm very new to this type of stuff.
It's okay. I posted on the main chat.
Okay.
So,
is it the most recent?
Yeah. So,
awesome.
Little Miss, you can feel her looking at you, and for 1 second, 1 little second, you can feel something in your heart. It feels warm. It feels passionate. It feels as every time your heart beats for 1 second, you feel yourself full of love, and for 1 second, you love her. And with every beat, going lower and lower, and more distance between each pound of your heart, it fades away, more and more and more, until there's no love left. There's only cold. You see your hands. They're pale. Your body's not tan anymore. Your body is as white as stone. Your breasts are going darker as the blood starts moving out of your body. Your hands are completely white and cold, and you constantly feel that cold every single night of your life. Not once you felt anything. You never felt love. You never felt warm. You never felt the emotional need to be with somebody. Sex is just a mating procedure, nothing more. Because nothing else matters. Because you cannot feel nothing else. Never. Nevermore. Your sire's name The woman who turned you, her name is Faustine Pierrot. Her mental derangement is object fixation. She wears a mask, and that mask is her face. Literally. In her mind. The woman looks at you, moving in closer. What do? You feel nothing. You're naked, but you don't care.
I don't move. I just sit there.
She just grabs you by her face, as you can feel the lips of the mask against your cheek, and there's nothing. You don't feel nothing. She looks at you. You don't know which kind of eye she looks at you with through the mask, as she calls her servant. Moments later, the sensation is weird, as you are just standing up, not caring about anything, as her servant starts sewing clothes around you. And for the first time ever, you feel like a doll. You are a doll. An eternal, youthful doll. What do you do?
At first I embrace it, dance around in the fancy clothing I've never had. And then it slowly fades to something boring and overused.
She looks at you, and she just looks at you, glaring, telling you that from now on you're not a human anymore. For now you are kin. For now you're dread. For now you walk the shadow of God. From now on you and I, we feed on blood. My servant, Antonio, he is like you, but less powerful, less worthy. You, my love, you're eternal. When she says the word my love, you feel like she truly loves you, but you don't care. You feel nothing. Your disciplines. Write down this one, please. And I'm gonna explain each one.
Okay.
By the way, enjoying the game so far?
Yeah.
Auspex.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna write it down. The game, by the way, is set on France before the era of the Court of Love. Auspex. Dementation. Obfuscate. Unobfuscate. Okay? Did you wrote them?
What's Auspex?
I'm gonna explain each one. Auspex is your ability to see auras and to see what is not there. Okay?
Oh.
Dementation is the power to make somebody trigger their madness and share your madness. Okay?
I think I'll stick with just Auspex.
And, wait. You're gonna love this. Obfuscation is the ability to make yourself invisible.
What?
Yeah, she can turn invisible.
What?
Can I take 2 of them or just 1?
No! You have all of those 3.
Oh.
Now, here's the sexy part. You have... No... 4 points to divide among those disciplines.
Which ones are they? There's Auspex. What's the other 2?
Auspex, obfuscate, and dementation.
Where's obfuscate?
And can I say something that you're probably going to say anyways?
Go ahead.
Remember that each point that you put in means a different ability or stronger ability that you will get.
Give me a second.
I don't see the traits for obfuscate on.
You probably just have to write it down.
And
Yes.
then what was the last one?
Dementation.
Dementation, okay.
Okay. So, how many points do you put on each one, so I can tell you what are you?
I put 2 in aspects, 1 in obfuscate, and 1 in dementation.
Dementation. Okay. Shall I tell you what you are capable of on each level?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, let me look for the page. Any questions so far?
No.
You're having fun.
This is fun.
My abilities are better though.
It's not the abilities, it's how you use them, like everything else in life.
What?
I guess somebody has a small penis. Anyway, what's
Wait, what is going on?
He said that my abilities are better, and I said it's not the abilities, it's how you use them.
And then I said
okay.
that tells me that you have to live by that philosophy.
No,
and that I think that implied him having a small penis.
No, I'm trying to imply that I can adapt myself.
Can we not talk about his? I don't want to talk about his penis.
Okay, like
behold my size. Sorry.
I'm just going to ignore.
Okay, so no, you don't have animalism. Let's see. Hold on. Auspex level 1. Heightened senses. You can increase your senses. You can double the range of your sensitivity. Okay.
Okay.
Second skill. By the way, to activate this, blah 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 blah. Let's see.
We'll have points which you get into later.
Hold on. Oh, you don't have to. Oh, you need to only say I activate. I heighten my senses. You don't have to trigger anything. You don't have to spend points or anything.
That's fucking ridiculous. I mean, sorry, new YouTube filter. That's Tarnation ridiculous.
And second, okay, who left? Somebody left.
The guy who was.
The guy that went
here,
to go
Frisky from Taco Bell.
And second, Soul Sight.
Wow.
Lets you see a halo with shimmer that undulates on each person's. Basically, you can see somebody's mood.
Damn.
But does she care though?
She can tell who's a vampire, who's a magical user, who is psychotic, who has committed diablea.
Damn.
I'm magical. That's awesome.
Okay, later I will give you the guide of colors. Okay?
Damn, and I'm insane. What the hell's wrong with me?
Dementation's what? Dementation 1, right?
Dementation, yeah, 1.
Incubus Passion. Basically, yada. You can seize on the strongest and most obvious emotion and intensify it to the level of madness on the target.
No, I don't want her to meet me.
Roll charisma, empathy, blah blah blah, and obfuscate 1, right?
Yeah. Or no, wait, hold on, let me look at it again. Yeah, obfuscate 1.
Mortis. You have Mortis. You have the power of Morty. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah.
Majesty, Quatus. I need more cigarettes. Serpentis. Thaumaturgy. Fuck this shit! Sorry, I have problems with the Tromea. Somebody's knocking on my interwebs. Hold on. Vicissitude. Holy shit, that thing is nasty. Okay, I couldn't find it yet. But if I remember, you can become partially invisible as long as people don't notice you there.
Oh, okay. So I can't just, like, disappear when somebody's trying to restrain me.
Later on, you can do that. In later levels, you can make them forget that they were ever chasing you.
Oh.
Presence. Righteous. Walk. Obstenebration. Okay, here it is. Obfuscate 1. Cloak of Shadows. You can hide his presence for all those nearby, as long as you are you don't have. As long as you are against a shadow and you don't move nor make a sound nor anything to call on attention. He must remain under cover for this time. No rolls required. By the way, anyone with Auspex can see you.
Okay.
Okay? So those are basically your powers. Also your blood pool. Sorry, I forgot that little detail. You're a low generation, by the way. So that's something. Hold on. Let's see. Blood pools. Blood out. 162, 162, 161, 162. No, this is how to spend blood points. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Because I hear you like going like, yeah.
That's just me being me. Don't worry about it.
Blood.
Don't worry about me. When I get excited, I just start clapping.
133.
You mean you just start masturbating? Anyway, what's my blood pool for?
What?
Your blood pool tells you how many points of blood do you have, and how much blood can you use per turn or to activate your powers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 164. Fucking book. Why you're making me jump all over, you bastard? Hold on.
Just don't break it.
I'm trying not to, but this is very old. Okay, your generation 13. Okay, your blood pool is 10.
Really?
You start with 10 blood points. Yes.
That's half.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Woo!
Okay, hold on. Let me check my messages here. Okay, I'll check them later. So, this oh, by the way, very quickly, Lula.
Yeah.
Your sire explains to you that from now on you will be a night walker. The rules of the city are the city's ruled by the prince. The prince of the city. Hold on. 13 unless you have generation. I mean 12. Sorry, 12. 12. Sorry. There's no such thing as 13, but your blood pool is still 10. 13 generation is impossible. I forgot that. Sorry.
So I go up to 12, or?
Yeah. Your sire tells you that every city in the world is controlled by a prince, and every vampire must follow his orders. From now on, any mistake that you make is under your sire's neck, and sometimes she can punish you as well. It's illegal to kill another vampire without the consent of the prince, or without direct order from the prince. Except, she says this, calling you my beloved one, unless it's for self-defense. We will not hunt in daylight, and tomorrow night tonight I'll introduce you to the prince. He's been a very busy person. He allowed me to create you, so you can understand that I love you. Her words, the I love you, it's like words. You don't care much about it. But you're still in shock that you're a monster, that you feed off blood.
Yeah.
For now, she told you that she will teach you one basic skill for now. That if you can focus your blood and make yourself look human, look appealing, in case you want to hunt on your own. But be careful, because some parts of the city are territories that belong to certain vampires or certain clans, to certain creatures that can feed on certain places. Okay. Perfect. In the meantime, somewhere else. Let's see. How shall we jump into? Oh, let's make it. Let's start weaving the connections. 80.
Yeah. So.
After having dinner with the group, after eating with the Nosferatus, Asmodeus tells you that there's a couple things they need to investigate, but the prince hasn't given them permission to. And since you are an illegal in the city, he might be interested in for you to check it out, to give him information. And besides, if your companion, what was the name of the sire of your sire?
There was Barbados, but the chick that turned me into a vampire, her name was Fiorella. Yeah.
Barbados tells you that he's gonna ask Barbados to stay, but he's gonna send Fiorella and you to do different tasks.
Okay.
Since Barbados has interest in certain opinions, he might be around to talk to you more about these opinions, because some people here are getting tired of the prince. Some others might not. But since you are outside his scope, you might have a tactical advantage and a bigger disadvantage. So he wants you to go figure out a place and what's in that place. But before you do that, he got word that one of the Malkavians in town was able to turn somebody. They want to invite these Malkavians to our home before they go meet the prince. So they want you to be an emissary, to pass the invitation directly. As soon as they see Malkavian, you see that Beckett stops drinking and looks at you, like going like, oh, who this Malkavians might be. Oh, her name is Faustine Pierrot. Oh, she's the daughter of Octavius. Oh, God. Barbados looks at you going like, Octavius? Please tell me he's not here. He is the court jester. Oh, God. They look at you and go like, child, be careful where you step on. Octavius is a interesting bedfellow. You will need this, as he hands you a knife. What do you do?
He's handing me the knife that I gave him earlier?
No, he's handing you another knife. A longer knife.
And what do I do because he gave me the knife?
Yeah, because the other guys are afraid because because they mention a guy named Barbados.
I'm gonna slip it into my boot and get where I need to be going, I guess.
They guide you to the hold on. They guide you to through the tunnels to a well. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to see if I... Are you good?
Yeah. Sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get call on some of the rats that were down in that sewer to see if they can gain some like tactical knowledge about what's going on above ground.
Okay.
Keep some eyes, have some eyes open while they're. You know
roll what I mean? Charisma plus animal ken.
Oh hell yeah!
Something here. Okay.
Yep, it's 10, 3, 2, 3, 9.
Okay. Dude, rate it like successes. Hold on. I see 2 successes. Some of the rats have tactical knowledge. For what you gathered, some of them are divided into scouts, messengers, and guides. You get out through a well, as some of the Nosferatus help you out. As soon as you get out, there's a lot of people walking on the streets. Most of them are what's the name? Are just peasants, and some of them are Templars. Sometimes you can see one or another priest. They give you a direction to the north, so away from the main walls, towards the more fancy part of the city. What do you do?
Do I have access to my contacts right now?
You don't have a radio, and your contact for now is Beckett. That's one of your contacts. The other
What
one
about my
is
influence?
Dude, keep playing. Win your influence. Earn it.
I already have a point in influence.
Earn it.
What do you mean earn it? If I have it, I have it.
No, if you have it, you can unlock it.
Alright, so I gotta go towards this keep, right?
Yes.
Alright, and I can never remember her name.
Who?
Fiorella?
Yeah, that's your sire. And
She's with me, right?
Yes, but she tells you that she has to head other way. She was given another mission.
Fuck. Alright, so...
She looks at you, but says, look.
They never really told me where to go once I get there, so I don't really know.
They gave you a paper with the direction. The rats.
Okay, well, I don't know where the... Alright, I just try to interpret the directions the best that I can.
Fiorella tells you, if anything happens, if anything goes wrong or are we, tell them the name of Barbados. Tell them Barbados sent you.
Alright.
Okay, that's either a win-win situation or you're gonna have to fight your way out.
Alright.
So, You start walking through the streets. You constantly feel observed by the gargoyles looking down at you. You don't pay much attention to them. Sometimes you can roll dexterity plus stealth because they told you the prince cannot know that you are here, nor she.
Dexterity plus stealth?
Yes. No one can know you are here, or else you will be killed.
Super duper ninja time. Roll something. I got one critical failure.
Are you high, Spectre? Sorry. Spectre mentioned something. But no. I don't allow their bloodlines other than the main ones. For now. So, you start walking down the streets, moving from side to side.
No ball.
No, what are the Bali? Let's leave it to that. You start moving through the streets. As you move from street to street, sometimes you feel observed or watched. How do you try to lose your captors? Or the ones who are following you?
How do I try to lose them?
Yeah, because sometimes you can feel like somebody's following you.
I can transform, right?
At a higher level.
Okay, I'm gonna ask there's gotta be a rat somewhere around here, right?
Roll perception.
So, okay, cool. Oh, man. Come on, Mr. Rat. You got my back. Come on.
You see a rat eating a cat.
Alright, fuck. Okay, Well, I'm gonna haul ass out of there. Like, to the nearest inn, whatever.
Dexterity athletics.
Okay, cool. Oh, dude, awesome. Okay.
Check the chat. Rat kid don't take shit. Alright, okay. Holy shit, dude, you run. At some point you stumble, but you get inside an inn. As soon as you get inside the inn, you see people going through the back door, others going through other doors, and you can hear footsteps heading your way. What do you do?
I mean... Oh, man. Well... I'm gonna look for a trapdoor or some kind of something to hide under.
Roll
they can find. Alright. God. I got a critical failure and everything else.
You look around asking, "Where's the trapdoor?" And people don't understand what you're saying because you're speaking French. You're so scared that you're not even speaking French. You're like, door, trap. What? You're gonna hear someone slowly opening the door. What do you do? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of soldiers going in and out.
I'm gonna act natural.
Roll charisma plus stealth.
Oh, wow. I'm really screwed. I'm so screwed.
Roll.
Oh, man. Lovely.
Roll.
Oh, my bad. There we go.
Holy shit! Okay, you start moving along the people. As the door opens, you can see a man with a beard. He's wearing a weird symbol. He looks around. He's carrying a sword. People just look at him. He looks around and then he leaves very quickly. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna leave out the back door. Everyone else is going, and I'm gonna try to make a second way up towards that keep again.
Okay.
So,
roll dexterity plus athletics.
Dexterity plus it. Sorry. Wow.
Because you know they're hunting you. They're trying to find you.
Yeah. 4 plus.
How much?
5 to...
Okay.
Well, there's 2 successes.
You start moving from back alley through back alley, sometimes mixing yourself in the multitude. Sometimes you can see this man with a beard, followed by other 5 men, spraying out. Sometimes you can see a perfect like plaza. As soon as you get close to them, you suddenly stop as you can see a shadow stalking from the rooftops. And then you notice it. Most of these guys move from rooftop to rooftop. You keep moving until you can see a large building. As soon as you get closer to it, you can notice that outside there's a carriage with a man getting 2 people inside the place. Like, no, please, welcome, enjoy your party. The man looks at you, suspicious. Is the address? What do you do?
When I ask him if it's the address, or...
No, you ask him, and he tells you yes. Who sent you?
Okay. I'm going to punch him as hard as I can in the face. And put his clothes on and pretend to be him and walk through the building.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to knock him out.
Roll dexterity plus brawl.
Dexterity plus brawl?
Yes.
Alright. Night.
I'm just waiting for critical failures.
Yes! Oh! Yeah.
You punch him in the face. He stumbles backwards, and you can hear a crack as he falls against, hitting his head into something. You start stripping him naked. You walk inside the place as you notice how a small pool of blood fills the ground where he's standing. You just burst open the door. Situation, Lula. Situation. Your sire is explaining you how to hunt. She's teaching you the ways of the hunt. There's a small gathering of ladies in the top, like 2 or 3 other ladies of the night. One of them is an orphan, the other 2 are travelers. Your sire paid them to start making out, just because she's curious. She's sitting on a chair. You have heard them like mentioning how weird this woman is. What do you do?
You asked her, right? Not
yes.
me.
What do you do, Lula? She tells you that you're not ready to go out to the streets, and a part of you feels hungry. You can feel a growl within you. What do you do? The 3 ladies are taking turns kissing each other. You can notice that they're faking the pleasure of it. Only the offer of money is the only one that's keeps them content as you look at them. What do you do? Bunny?
Is she here?
Oh, what? Sorry. Can you repeat that, please?
Okay, hold on.
I was watching a cat video.
No, it's your turn. Basically, your sire is offering you 3 girls. She's teaching you how to hunt, how to feed.
Oh.
Basically, her servant went out to get 3 ladies of the night. You're feeling very hungry, as your sire has explained you a couple of times that seduction, that tempting, that hunting is what we do. And since you are too young to go out, especially because there's inquisitors outside, she's going to teach you in here how to hunt. She paid the women to drink wine and make out in front of her, like an orgy. Some of them are pretty drunk, others not. What do you do?
I look around, I lock eyes with one of the girls, and I begin to walk closer.
Roll charisma.
Do I have any?
Yes.
I have 1.
Roll 1. You move closer
9.
to her. She looks at you, and for a moment, she looks like I'm totally straight, but she's like reconsidering some life decisions as she looks at you, like surprised. What do you do? The other two are making out, as you can see your sire looking at them. Suddenly you can hear something like a weird sound, and how to put it, the faking starts becoming more and more real as one starts stripping the other. They are drunk by lust, and you notice that your sire is using her powers to overwhelm them. What do you do with the one that's looking at you?
I reach around and grab one of her ass cheeks.
She looks at you.
Grin.
She feels shy even. She feels intimidated, and for once, you feel like you're not a woman. You're a predator, and this is nothing but cattle. Roll consciousness.
Next thing you know, critical failure, everything goes black, all the women are dead.
No. It was going to be difficulty 7, but since this one is lacking humanity, it's going to be higher.
Which one is it?
Virtues.
What?
Virtues. In your virtues. Consciousness.
Oh,
it's
okay,
in your
so
virtues, yeah. Bottom right.
So I'm just rolling 3 or 1?
Next 2 disciplines. Found?
Yeah. I rolled 3.
Okay. For a moment you see her, and just for 1 second you feel bad for her. For what's about to happen. As soon as you touch her, you can hear her, like, not moan, but like her breath getting heavier as she looks at you, drunk by your essence. What do you do?
I squint a little bit. And try and figure out what to do next.
Roll.
Tempted to look back at my mistress.
Your sire, not mistress.
Yes.
You look at her. Your sire just looks at you for a moment, and she just nods her head, like telling you to do it. What do you do?
I look back at the girl and I kiss her cheek.
She shivers.
I begin to kiss down her neck and try and feel for a heartbeat with my lip.
You feel it. What do you do?
From the faded memory of my sire biting me, I try to copy what she had done.
Dexterity plus brawl.
Dexterity plus brawl.
Yes.
If you're missing brawl, it's -1.
Yes.
Oh, then I'm not rolling anything.
No, but roll
Thank you.
dexterity plus brawl. You try to sink her teeth into her, but it's hard. It's like you first like bite her with your normal teeth, as you don't know how to grow your fangs. You're biting her neck with your normal teeth, so she starts to freak out. The other two girls are right now having sex as your mistress looks at them. She looks at you, and for one moment you forgot that your mistress was sitting down, as she is now grabbing the girl, moving the mask gently up, biting her neck. The woman, her screams become a gentle whisper as your mistress moves away from her neck and offers the open wound to you for your fangs, for your tongue, for your lick. She gets closer to your ear and says, "We use our fangs, silly." What do you do?
I laugh nervously, and my mouth begins to water as I can smell the copper of blood.
You think about your mouth watering, but it doesn't. Your mouth cannot water anymore. Do you drink from her?
Hell yes, because I'm hungry.
How much do you drink?
Until she's dead.
Roll! Self-control.
Roll self-control.
Yeah.
Let's hope I roll a 1 again.
Yes! Oh god!
I would have just said enough.
Okay, oh god, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. You start to drink from her until you can feel her like trying to struggle against you, and then your mistress grabs you by the face and pulls you away. He grabs you by the back of the head and pulls you close to her mask as her lips whisper against your ear. We don't kill them. Not always. She puts your hand in your chest and pushes you in between the other two girls. You see your mistress, her tongue rolling through her neck as she closes the wound, as the girl just falls into unconscious. The other two are ignoring you. They are basically having rough lesbian sex. As suddenly both of you hear the doors slamming open. The girls are still drunk by passion. You look where your mistress was and you totally forget she was there. What do you do? You enter inside the house. What do you do, buddy?
Are they all fucking right now?
In the second floor, yes.
Do I see them fucking?
No, but you hear sounds. What do you do?
Cool. I'm by myself, right?
On the second floor, yes.
There's no one on the floor that I'm on?
Not that you remember.
Alright, I'm going to try to listen for, like, where I'm standing. I'm going to try to listen.
Roll perception.
Like, for movement or anything in the nearest rooms closest to.
Roll perception.
Wow. 2 failures.
What was that? To be quiet? What? Dude, you're too tired. You're trying to focus yourself on not being hunted. You think about the man you kill outside.
Wait, I killed him? Oh shit.
Yeah. As you turn to see through the window, suddenly a figure grabs you by the neck, lifts you, and sinks a blade against your lung. I mean, twice to the roll. Stamina. Do you have fortitude, right?
I have protein too.
Protein too, but do you have fortitude?
Yeah.
How much?
Boop boop. 1 fortitude.
Okay, do you want to activate fortitude?
Yeah, he just stabbed me in my fucking lung.
Okay, spend 1 point of blood and roll stamina +1. +1 extra die.
Alright.
Get the fuck out of there.
It's not fucking... This is not a good situation.
Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
How much did you got?
8. I got a success, but everything else is above average.
The blade hits you in the ribs. You can feel your rib is trying to be broken as the figure holds you by the neck, saying through a white pale mask, "Who are you and why are you here? Who sent you?"
You have one name, remember that.
That's right.
What do you do?
Does my rage activate?
No, not yet. You're afraid of her.
I'm not afraid of anybody.
Roll courage.
I'm gonna spend. Can I spend a blood point on this?
No. You're gonna spend willpower.
All right.
Oh, that reminds me, Spectre. I'm gonna give you the link to the Roll20 game.
Yeah, I'm not scared.
You actually are.
How? I got an 8 and a 7.
Her intimidation is bigger. By the way, can somebody... Hold on. Can somebody pass Spectre the link to the Roll20, please?
Does that still beat me even though I have...
I roll here. You're a little bit afraid of her.
Unimpressed?
Yeah, but this thing is not normal. She smells of crazy. Do you tell her the name?
Of who sent me or who I am?
Who sent you?
Oh, man. See, if I tell her, she might kill me. If I don't tell her, I could lie to her. Live.
Or you could die.
And die.
Just say...
What if she can sense you're lying?
Yeah. Just tell her that... Just say... Just... You have the name Barbados. I mean...
At the end doesn't kill players, players kill themselves.
Yeah, I tell her who sent me. It's a her, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I tell her, Barbados.
She looks at you. Her eyes through the mask glow red as she drops you. She lets go of you. The door opens and you can see her servant. Her skull open as it slowly starts healing up. She goes, "Mistress, we have a intruder." She looks at you, going like, "I see. You're welcome in my home. Feel free to do as you please."
Wait, this bitch is just letting me go?
Yes.
Oh man, awesome.
Everyone fears Barbados. Isn't that the prince's name?
No. Barbados is the name of the sire of his sire. The prince's name is... Hold on.
I don't think you've said the prince's name yet.
Andre Ribold, but no, I haven't said his name yet. He's just the prince. She looks at you. She says, "I see. Did anybody follow you here, child?"
Do I want to betray? I'm not gonna betray. I'm not gonna betray Fiorella because she hasn't betrayed me, and I'm not gonna do that to her. So I'm gonna say no.
Remember, Fiorella went her way.
I know. So me not telling. I told her, yeah, Fiorella, they're gonna be waiting for her. I'm not gonna do that to her because she hasn't done that shit to me, even though she's been a bitch to me. I'm not gonna do that.
Dude, you just broke and entering her house. It's hard not to be a bitch to you.
No, I mean, my sire. Because she's asking me if anyone followed me. Yeah. Fiorella's taking her own way, and I'm not gonna tell on Fiorella because she has
a different mission.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay, cool. All right.
That's been that's been that way from.
I'm gonna tell her no. I'm gonna tell her no.
Her eyes lie locked on yours as her eyes glow red, and goes, "I see." She looks at her servant as she cuts her wrist through. I mean, she exposes her wrist. She cuts it as his servant starts licking her blood. The woman stops. It stops him as he looks at you, saying, "Have you eaten yet?"
Have I eaten yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I just ate that girl. Yes.
I see.
Before I left.
Lula, she says.
Oh, you were asking me as her. Okay. Yes, I have.
She utters the words Lula, and you can hear her scream your name in your mind, Lula.
Mm.
Do you roll
She's screaming her name in my mind?
In her mind.
Why is she screaming my name?
No. She's calling the rabbit.
She's calling Lula.
Ah.
Telepathy. Come. Do you go downstairs?
Yeah. Completely naked, you know.
No, they managed to dress you up, but if you want to be naked, sure.
Hell yeah! Okay.
Oh my god.
You see this naked figure looking at you? Her mouth is still covered in blood, down to her chest. The woman looks at you going, we have visitors. We have certain laws or certain rules. For now, he'll be your guest. Treat him well. Do not kill him. He's under my jurisdiction. For now.
So what's the name of the lady that I'm under the jurisdiction of?
For now,
yeah.
Lola, what's the name of your sire?
Faustine Dior.
Yes.
Okay.
Lady Malkavian of the house.
Alright.
I just realized I haven't really done anything this whole time. Yes.
Don't worry.
I know.
Do I get to entertain? Oh, jeez.
No, you're on your own independent thing. If you want to, you can, but nobody will force you to.
Another time that he will get raped. Okay.
I don't want to be raped.
The creature looks at you. The creature looks at you. She looks at her servant, saying, "Antonio, get him our guest room in case, just in case."
Sweet.
The guy nods as he looks at Lula, and he only says, "Your room is already set, my lady." What about the two harlots? He says to the lady of the house. I'll deal with them. I'll send them home. They are boring. As she starts walking upstairs, the guy guides you to a wine cellar where they have a very improvised coffin, just in case. The man guides you saying, if you only told me that you were sent, I will allow you to enter. You didn't have to knock my head off, you know. Not everyone will take that kindly. Besides, you're still a child, and some ghoul might be able to take you down. What do you do, Lula? She takes you upstairs. She guides you to your own bedroom. Roll perception.
Me or her?
Her.
Roll perception. It's just rolling a 1, or?
Do you have perception 1?
No, I have perception 2.
Roll 2 then.
Yeah. That's how the stats work.
Okay, roll courage.
Jump scare.
Roll courage.
I gotta figure out where it is first. Okay.
That's why I just put a second screen and just have mine there.
No, let me just do my thing.
You get fucking scared of this room. You see a coffin in the middle of the room, and from wall to wall you see dolls looking at you. Their eyes never stop looking at you. Wooden dolls, puppets, hanging in strings, hanging over your bedroom, harlequins and harlequins with twisted grins, some babies crying, some figures. Some dolls are basically, imagine the body of a baby doll with the skull of a cat or the skull of a crow.
Oh Jesus!
And dressed all very nicely. The bedroom is nothing but dolls looking towards you and at your coffin, all up to the roof. The creature just, the ghoul guides you to your coffin, telling you that daytime is coming soon and you should sleep. What do you do?
I look at him, and then I look at the coffin, and then I look back at him, and I say, "Are you kidding me?"
He says, "No, this is your bedroom after all."
This is terrifying. Why are you making me sleep in this condition?
Those are the laws of the lady of the house. Besides, the rules establish that you will sleep here. just like your predecessors. Besides, I'll carve a nice doll of you, just like I did for every single one of your predecessors. Let that sink in.
The fuck was that, John?
I'm scared.
Think about it. One doll for each one of your predecessors, and the place is full of dolls.
Oh god.
That sounds like a trap.
Oh god.
Do you sleep in your bed?
Fuck no.
Where will you sleep?
On the floor.
Surrounded by the dolls.
Okay, then I will try and find another room.
Roll. You start walking through the house. You find a big library. Then you find a very long bedroom in which there's nothing but masks from wall to wall, and one coffin in the middle of it. There is one painting of the lady of the house, but the face of the painting was ripped off, and a mask was put in their place.
Oh Jesus.
You wanted to be a Malkavian, didn't you? Be a Malkavian,
yeah.
They say. It's gonna be fun, they say. Madness is not creepy, they said.
I keep looking.
I keep looking. Just go to sleep.
You can feel the sun slowly going up. You need a place to sleep ASAP. Where do you sleep? It's either your room or your mistress' room.
She can take my room and I'll sleep in that fucking room.
Dude, you're sleeping in a wine cellar.
Oh, fucking sucks to be you, I guess.
I'll just, sleep in my mistress's bed.
You think yourself in the coffin, and the first thing you see is completely blackness and a mask. Arms grabbing you by the shoulder and by the hip and embracing you into her blackness, into her complete darkness, as the lid of the coffin covers you. You can see the motionless mask looking upwards as she caresses your head, like telling you, hush, hush. Relax, little one. And both of you go to sleep. Somewhere else, hours earlier, Spectre, tell us about your character.
I'm actually still filling him out.
Okay, in the meantime, tell him what he did while he was alive. By the way,
when he was alive, he was a scholar.
Oh, that's interesting. So, by the way, you were human until recently, so you still have the road of humanity, okay? In the meantime, Salvador.
Yes.
Finally.
Poor Sal.
Don't worry. Get worried. You wake up. You arrive home. You go to sleep, and the next night you wake up. Your sire, what was her name?
Eva Bellamont.
Eva. She, in front of people, some people have gone to see her. She said that criminals killed her husband. She's been crying, but after you saw her weep blood, and now you see her weep real tears, you don't know what's more painful. Okay? She's been mourning the loss of her husband to a bunch of criminals. That day, she decides to take you out to the city for you to explore and learn a little bit. Okay?
Okay, I grab like a journal and something to write with.
She hands you a book, which is a rarity, a commodity. As you guys walk out to the streets, she grabs you around by the arm, telling you that the city is actually ruled by vampires. Has always been. There's been some minories, but they were able to expel them. Currently, you are under the protection of the High Clans. As she suddenly says, meaning that you will never be offered a sacrifice to the Inquisition. As long as you're a good boy, she says, poking your cheek. So tonight I'm going to introduce you to my companions of the night. She walks you through to a building which is let me think about Dark Ages times. Okay, she takes you to a craftsman guild. As soon as you guys go inside, you see a couple of painters doing some works and some people mending books. An old man, an old clerk looks at you, looks at her, and she tells them, "Oh, the guardian is here. Please do come in." You take a staircase going upwards, and as soon as you go up, you see a man with a little bit of beard and one eye looking at you, saying, "Are you carrying any weapons, sir?"
I hand him the bag of the cattle traps that I still have. This is it, and it's only for protection, as it cannot actually be used as a real weapon.
But sir, you're a kin. Anything is a weapon now. You go inside, and you can see a very light, darkened room with about 20 people talking. Some of them are making jokes. Some of them are just discussing things. Each one of them carrying different symbols. And there's one man looking out the window constantly. Eva smiles as she moves closer to different people. Some of them talking directly to them. Some of them kissing their cheeks before talking to them. Everything looks very nice in a way. In the main table, you can see a man with his throat cut and people drinking from glasses around from his throat. What do you do?
What was that last bit again?
You see a man who's been dead for a couple of hours, and they're drinking his blood from vials and glasses.
What I do is I'm just essentially studying the people that are actually taking the blood, seeing if I can notice like anything different about them from a normal person, and just writing it down in the book.
Roll perception. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm looking for something, but go ahead. What do you do? I see. It's hard to tell. They come from different places. They come from different parts of the world, and it's hard for you to tell who's who or what anybody does. What do you do?
I kind of sigh. Is Eva still next around me, or is she gone?
She's just talking to her vampire, to her kin. She's just laughing, drinking, sharing stories. Some of them give her her "I'm sorry for your loss," but she doesn't care. She just shrugs it off. What do you do?
Seeing as people are getting glasses of blood, I reluctantly grab a glass and slowly walk over to where they're grabbing blood, trying to stay out of people's way.
It's okay. Roll perception. Suddenly you see a very large man carrying a large sword in his back, with a very black clothes, not an armor, but he looks at you and going like, you must be a new one in here. What is your name, child?
I look at him in the eyes and I say, Salvador, sir.
Salvador. My name is Augustus Brenholm, and welcome to the Elysium. The Elysium is a place where we mingle in our conversations and alliances and politics. Just bear in mind this is a neutral ground, and you are always most welcome in here.
I nod, like writing the useful information that he's saying down, and I look at him in the eye, realizing that this looks weird, and I say, "Oh, sorry. Since I've been churned recently, I kind of wanted to study."
Oh, student. As long as you're not like those weird ones, though, we should not have a problem. But, he starts pondering. You might talk around, some people are curious about them. But, well, besides, they are just creatures we can dispose of any time. Some people laugh at when he says that. Eva smiles amused as she starts talking to another woman. But, well, you're welcome to talk to anyone you want in here. Like I said, this is neutral ground. He pats you in the back, almost as he was a father figure to you, and go and shoves you into the crowd. Not like pushing you, but like, go ahead. You're free to do as you please.
I do the usual, two-step, like, oh god. And I just, I look around again, see if there's a small group of people, not too many.
You see, some of the creatures you see, so you can give you a better idea. Hold on. You see a count talking to other two. He has two slaves. You see another person talking, laughing, having little conversations. You can see, hold on. You see a person who looks like a corpse, like very cadaveric, drinking blood from a vial. You can see a woman arriving as her own shadow slowly takes off her veil and takes the shape of a bodyguard. Okay.
I go towards the one that is a corpse, and I introduce myself. Hello, my name is Salvador. The truth. Just simple like meet and greet type conversation.
Okay, so you go around trying to meet and greeting?
Well, mainly I'm just trying to, he interests me. So I walk to him first because I just find him fascinating.
His name is Arturus.
How do you spell that?
Arturus. Spectre, are you ready?
Almost. I'm sorry.
Come on, get your stuff together. We're gonna get late. By the way, Bunny, are you drawing your character at the moment?
Yeah.
Am I what?
Come on, Spectre, are you ready or we're gonna get late to grandmother's house?
Can I leave the wine cellar and go see like check out the crib I'm at? Like, I have no idea what kind of place I'm at.
You could try, but it's daylight now. You need to spend double blood to wake up and get out, and if you see that sunlight...
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay, Spectre, you were turned by Master Augustus. He's from Italy. Okay?
What's my master's name?
I mean, Arturus. Arturus.
How do you spell that?
I'm gonna write it down for you.
It's already in the...
He was an alchemist. Okay? You guys traveled to Paris mainly for research purposes. Okay? So, son of a bitch! You arrived like 2 or 3 days ago. You were introduced to the prince and you were allowed free roam. Okay?
Okay.
I'm thinking about doing something in the long term, but I don't know if I should do it because I don't have enough information about, let's say, the clan of the guy, the other clan, the clan that spawned from the Cappadocians. But
Giovanni?
Yeah, I need to get more information about
that. The Giovanni don't exist yet.
But weren't they like a lower house within the Cappadocians? Or am I high?
Like, they were technically just Cappadocians who were very good at necromancy of the body, but overall the Giovanni technically didn't exist yet.
They
didn't become a different thing until the 1400s.
Okay. So, as you arrive to the asylum, Elysium, there's like a small gathering party, like introducing each other, etc. You can see different vampires from the high clans discussing. The main topic of discussion is the Inquisition and some of the lower clans. Ever since the Templars arrived back to France to replenish their strength, there's been a lot of influx here. And there's been a lot of burning of ghouls. You already know what a ghoul is. By the way, Bonnie, very quickly. Ghoul is a human who drinks the blood of vampires. The human gains...
Yes, I know what it is.
Okay, but usually the ghoul gains some of the powers of the vampire. And the disadvantages.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So, there's a couple of ghouls in here. And some of the ghouls have been caught by the Inquisition and have been burned down at the stake. So, their biggest concern as a group right now is what to do with... they're discussing how to get rid of the Tremere. They recently arrived into the city and nobody liked them, so they want to get rid of them. That's the main topic of discussion. You haven't met a Tremere yet, but all you know is that they're scholars of the weird type. And everybody wants to kill them. Nobody likes them. But you don't know why. What do you do?
I'm going to approach the ghouls and I'm going to ask what is the issue with the Tremere.
There's, okay. Some of the ghouls are not completely informed. And most of them tell you that they don't know. They only know that the prince has a beef with them. That he might have some kind of problem with them. What do you...
How did they... I'm going to ask, how did they come by that information?
There's rumors coming from the court. Roll perception, Salvador.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, he's in the same area as me.
He's in the same room.
Oh. Perception... 2...
Hold on. Ah, yes, son of a bitch. Did you roll? I didn't saw that. Guys, did anybody of you saw that? Because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him roll. It's more, my computer is lagging. I can't see.
He rolled 2 5s.
I can't see the roll. I'm lagging behind. Wink, wink.
Oh. It's critical failure. There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
You see, you hear somebody speaking about the... about such. What do you guys do?
Me?
Yes.
What did I hear about again?
You hear a creature asking about the Tremere, and you have him, and sometimes you have heard them being mentioned in conversation around the Elysium. What do you do?
Well, I'm still talking to Arthurus, right?
Yeah, he just gives a sigh, telling you that his child is too comfortable with mingling about knowledges, and we live in an era where some knowledges are better off to be forbidden.
I hear the word knowledge and my eyes don't really sparkle, but you can tell that caught my attention.
Right. You see that?
And I whisper to myself, knowledge.
He just gives a sigh and looks at you, Spectre. What's your character's name, by the way?
Elazar of Prague.
I would really appreciate it if you can change your name in the Roll20 to your character's name, so I can always remember it.
Okay.
Okay. As you say this, I mean, as you see your sire approaching you, and please describe your character to the party, both yours, Salvador, and yours, Spectre, because your sire is about to introduce to both of you, since you seem hopeless romantics in his eyes.
Essentially, like in the picture that I have, the hair. That's kind of how my hair is. It's kind of barely over my eye, but not really. It's kind of messed up, but you can tell that I'm not trying to like let it go everywhere. My character is fairly skinny, not really lanky, but he's just skinny, kind of fit. But it looks like a punch would bring him down, essentially. And he's about 5'9" ish, and he just has this smile that kind of not really creeps people out, but you can tell there's something not quite right about it. It's kind of intriguing.
What about you, Spectre?
I'm not really ready. My character.
Well, we'll leave it. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
He looks deathly pale. He doesn't have any hair except for a small goatee. And he's kind of short and very skinny. He looks like even when he was alive, it was very hard for him to come by food. Well, not very hard, but it was still not as plentiful as someone who would be fully healthy.
So, your sire looks at you and says, since you've been looking for knowledge, you might have found a kind soul in this place that might have your same goals. I'll let you do it. As he walks away. By the way, your sire, Arturus, is pretty much dressed up like an inquisitor. Like, I mean, the red, you know. He pretty much looks like an Spanish inquisitor, or like Dante Alighieri in that sense. But the big difference here is that he has a long hair that goes white down to almost to his knees, and he has it tied in one ponytail. And he looks very old, very sick, very weak. He even uses a walking stick to move around. What do you guys do? Both of you.
So he's in front of me now?
Yes.
I kind of look at him, look around to see if my sire's around.
Your sire is mingling with some other guys. She's talking and laughing, not paying attention.
In response to that, I just go, as unserious as ever. I mean, and just kind of stop there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at Elazar and I extend my hand for a handshake.
What do you do?
I shake his hand.
Okay. What do you guys do?
Negation.
Seeing that no one's really around us, I ask him, so you also are a knowledge seeker?
Yes.
I just go,
As you guys are inquiring with each other, you suddenly see a woman shorter than you, red hair curly all over, blue eyes, small apron, green dress, and she looks at both of you, giving you lifting her skirt to a side as she gives a bow, saying, "My sires." As she lifts her wrist, you can see it full with biting marks as she offers from her wrist to both of you to drink.
I kind of chuckle, and then kind of you first, essentially.
What do you do, Alasar?
Oh, my character's okay.
She go like, no, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Both of you roll perception.
I failed mine. So.
Okay, I'm waiting for you, Alasar.
I don't really have my attributes done either. I'm trying to.
You look around and people just don't pay you attention. Okay? Oh, I mean, you look at her and her sleeve is covering a symbol. She has a symbol on her flesh, but you still don't know. Still don't know what kind of symbol it is. She belongs to a clan, but you don't know to which one exactly. What do you do?
So I don't notice, right?
No. The other vampire said no, thank you, and you offered it first. What do you do?
But do I know the symbol's there?
Yes, in her hidden by her sleeve.
I pause, and I point at the symbol, and ask her if she's part of a clan.
She blushes and says something like that.
Sighs and politely asks, "Can you explain?"
Roll charisma.
Fuck.
I'm not very good at drawing.
She blushes and says that she belongs to one clan, yes, and she's paying her dues by being a blood maid.
As she says that, I'm writing it down, kind of like, oh, well,
not bad.
Thank you for the information.
I can't draw.
I say, oh, thank you for the information, and like kind of scratch the back of my head and say, well, actually, biting's not really my style.
She looks at you like, how come? And please don't let the others know.
I essentially explain to her that it makes me feel fairly bad watching people get bit because of, and then I explain the way how I got embraced fairly quickly to her, and essentially say that's the reason why.
She looks at you, giving a short sigh, as she utters, "I was embraced in a very similar way. I mean, not embraced. I was convinced into serving the clan." When she says this, you notice her lifting her wrist a slightly little bit to show you the symbol that she has burned in her flesh. Roll perception plus occult.
Yay. A roll with more than 2 dice. Because I put some actual fucking points in the cult.
Yes. Roll.
Perception plus occult?
Yes. Dude! When you were at the king's, at the prince's court, he had a symbol for every clan, even the minor ones that were at his feet. And you see the symbol of the clan Tremere bind to her flesh. She is a ghoul of the Tremere.
She is a ghoul?
Yes, that belongs to the Tremere and is serving blood in this place.
I quickly write down the symbol and essentially like pin it to like a clan, you know, type deal.
Hold on, let me see if I can. So, you write down the symbol of the Tremere. What? Anything that you guys want to do with her? Since now you know that she's a Tremere and she's inside the Elysium.
I sigh and just ask her if she, ask her if she minds if I take a drink since I haven't drank anything since I've been churned.
She looks at you, a little bit blushing while looking to the side and saying, but sire, you don't have to ask permission, you just have to do it. That's the symbol of the Tremere.
I take a bite. That feels weird to say.
Get used to it. I eat her in all sense of the word.
It's crunch time, John.
How much blood do you drink from her?
Just
I roll
enough to
self-control.
Enough to fill up one blood point.
Ah, that's nothing, dude. That's literally nothing.
That's all I have to essentially regain.
Nothing? Okay. You drink like a little bit like... It still feels weird. You shiver as you can feel the blood filling your mouth. You tremble as you can feel the pleasure. Her blood is warm. But as she looks at you, as she offers to you, it feels a little bit warmer even. Just for 1 second. John? Do you wanna have a waifu?
I don't have a waifu.
Yeah, she basically likes you, but she's not a psychopath like your sire. Which is nice. Okay, here's the storyteller's screen.
I turn to see if I can see Ava and grab her attention real quickly.
Roll perception. Okay, so you drink 1 point of blood from her. Okay, regain.
Yay, I get my 10th blood point back.
Yes. Hold on.
I just realized this whole time Elazar's just watching. Perception, right?
Yes. She's not watching, she's not paying attention, she's doing other stuff. She's talking to other people.
I sigh, kind of slightly annoyed, and I ask her to follow me.
Your sire?
No,
The girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I I approach Ava and ask her if I can have a moment of her time.
She looks at you. As you're approaching her, you see her talking to a tall man. Well, man is a word. Roll courage.
Why you make me roll all my bad stats?
What do you do, Alessar? Are you still like talking about the Tremere stuff, or you're just watching?
I'm watching. I'm mostly just observing the surroundings, seeing what is happening.
Are we all in the same building right now?
No. You'll be dead if you are there.
Are you playing Rammstein right now?
Yes, it's the anthem of one of the clans.
Nice.
You shiver as you look at this figure. His muscles are massive. His bones are outwards in the shape of sword breakers. His mouth is broken too, almost like the mouth of an insect, and his forehead is backwards. He carries a sword 2 times big as you, made out of bones of human bodies. As the creature looks down upon you, it even looks at you, going like, "Oh, sorry, Andre. My child needs me." The creature looks at you, and you notice that his eyes are made of 2 eyes, like 4 pupils in each eye. That makes him look like a reptile. As the creature just growls at you. The creature turns his back as he's followed by other 4 men. You notice that he has a crown coming from his head. Oh, if you look him very carefully, he had horns, but if you look him close enough, they're not horns, they're human fingers coming out of his skull. As soon as he gives 1 step towards the staircase, his body changes and looks like a very well-mannered man, and the sword turns into a small walking stick. Congratulations, you met the sheriff, the executioner, the Shimishi.
Congratulations, I didn't piss myself. I look to Ava and I say very politely, remember that promise that you made to me after I met the prince?
She looks at you going like, "What promise? Do refresh my memory for I've been busy thinking about other stuff."
I essentially don't know how to explain it. She essentially said I can make a ghoul.
"Mom, can I have her? I'll be nice. I'll feed her and I clean her and I'll drink her blood." Do you tell her that? She goes like, "Oh, and who are you interested in?"
I look at the blood maid, or what do they call them?
She calls herself a blood maid, or a blood. Basically, it's just a blood name from now. They later change their name slightly.
I essentially show the blood maid to her.
You show the psychopath with a crippling problem that you want another waifu. Okay. You didn't think this through, right? She looks pondering, going like, "Oh, is she Ava? Is she not taken?"
I think, and then I kind of laugh, and I essentially using my actual nature. I'm just like, I forgot to ask.
She says, "Tell me what clan does she belongs to? If she belongs to some clan, and then that can be arranged."
I asked the blood maid to show my sire the symbol.
She sees the symbol. Your sire smiles and goes, "Why would you decide to have a whore, a witch, and something that's less important than the shit out of a horse as your eternal companion? You deserve best. You deserve better. And this one, she and her kind is gonna get extended." And some people actually laugh to that. Even if this place is neutral grounds, some people applaud the fact that they hate the Trimea.
I think for a second. And what's the reason that they hate them?
You haven't asked. I mean, have you asked around, or you just know they hate them, but you don't know why? You see that the woman just looks at you, going like, "It's okay. I have to go now." She says that she just rushes out the staircase.
I stop, slightly annoyed and essentially just walk away from Ava for not really walk away, but essentially saying, "Well, then I'm sorry to bother you." Then really passive aggressively, and then continues back onto essentially standing in the corner, writing anything of notice.
Okay. What do you want to do, Eleazar? Eleazar?
I want to go talk to what's the name of the city we're currently in France? Which city?
Paris.
Oh, we're in Paris. I want to go see if I'm going to ask my sire if there's a Cappadocian presence here.
Yes, a smaller one. We are mainly the emissaries from Italy. We're the representative of the Cappadocian clan.
I want to know where can I find any good I want to go find a good place just to lay low.
The prince has offered us as a place to stay a monastery near a cemetery. Most of the people who work there in that monastery are servants of the prince, so they won't bother us.
Okay, I shake my head and I just simply go back to doing what I was doing. I'm observing. I have my back against the wall. I don't really trust that. I don't really like being my character, his backstory, he's not used to being around just say these types of establishments. And usually he's not treated that friendly when he's in certain places. So for the most part, he's on as high alert as possible.
It's okay. So far, you notice that most of the people in here are willing to sacrifice the lower clans. I said, for nothing, for a wrong look. They send inquisitions to keep them cut on low on supplies. They send them sometimes to attack the inquisitors or anyone in their way, mainly to establish force and to show that they have power. But they're willing to sacrifice vampires, mainly child and neonates, for their personal cause and personal gain. And Arturus, he doesn't mind. He says it's the way we are. The strong lives, the weak dies. Again. What do you think about that?
I couldn't hear you.
Basically, for what you have here in here, you notice that most of the vampires in here are from the higher clans. They don't care about sacrificing neonates. They don't care sending them to scout missions to see where's the Lycan territory. They don't mind sending them into rampages to kill inquisitors only to meet their final death. They don't care. They only care to establish dominance over the city and to prove that they have the power and the influence to kill. What do you think?
Well, my character just feels that's how most older generations of vampires behave in general.
But what's his personal point of view?
That's his personal point of view. He hasn't been around long, but he's been around long enough to have heard enough people talk about how they behave.
All right.
And he knows that they usually behave pretty poorly.
All right. In the meantime, it's starting to get early in the morning, so most of the people who go to sleep, some others are being offered coffins in the Elysium so they can lay down until the next night. What do you do? Your sire tells you that he's going back to the monastery, but he gives you he allows you the freedom to pick where you want to stay. What will you do? What will you do, Alazar? Will you stay there for the night, or will you go?
My character's thinking right now.
Okay. In the meantime, Disa and Lula.
Aye.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You wake up the next night. Spend a point of blood bottle you in order to wake up.
Damn.
You wake up and you see Lula. You wake up and you can feel your mistress. She's been waking up. She's been awake for a long time, but she's been caressing your hair, kindly, gently.
Gay?
She's been muttering something. Roll perception to see what she's been saying. Lola?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Okay.
Bye.
You can't hear what she's saying. She wakes up, lifting the coffin, and tells you that tonight you will meet the prince. And she seems worried when she says that. I'll go with you. But first I need to know what our guest wants exactly, because she mentions the name of someone. And I must speak with him. If you care, you can join us, or you can arrange yourself to go meet the prince and introduce yourself. It's up to you. What do you do?
Ask her about why my room was covered in head to toe with dolls.
She just looks at you for a moment and goes to the cellar to meet you, Diza.
I follow her.
Okay.
You follow downstairs. Hold on. Okay. You follow downstairs to meet this woman covering the mask. She dresses up differently. By the way, oddly enough, Lula, when she changes her clothes, she does it privately, and she was now wearing a same type of white mask with some golden colors over it and some blacks. She goes downstairs with you. As you can see this man waking up from his coffin, she looks at you, saying, "So, tell me, why has Barbados arrived to the city? If he's here, it means he's planning something, isn't he?" Tell me, child. She's asking you, dude.
Oh, I thought you were talking to her. She's asking me why Barbados.
Yes.
Wait, you guys aren't even gonna let me get dressed or nothing? You guys just gonna bust it in there like?
No, you're wearing your normal clothes, the same you were wearing the previous night.
All right. So,
besides,
just waking up.
Haven't seen...
I'm gonna rub my eyes and I'm gonna be like, yeah. I'm not sure what's planned, but there seems to be an alliance forming.
Between whom?
I don't know, should I tell her? I don't know if I should tell her. Between the Nosferatu and the Gangrel.
Wait. So she ponders for a moment. Asmodeus is on it with this.
I look at her and I shake my head, yeah.
So she wants... Oh, I see. Alright. I'll take my child to meet the prince. We'll be your double agents, especially because the prince sees me as something expendable. I mean, something that he can break over and over again. But...
Okay.
Where is the meeting point?
In the sewers. In Asmodeus's quarters.
I'm gonna need to pack my masks. The woman looks at you, Lula, as she says, "Listen carefully, my child." Suddenly, her eyes look. You can see her through eyes. They're bright and blue. She says something out of whatever emotion she has left, but she doesn't say it to you. But not like to you, like Lula, like someone else. She just says, "I won't let the prince harm you anymore. I won't lose another child because of his stupid pretensions. So listen up. We're gonna do what he says till a certain point. We'll make him believe we're his puppets, no matter what. Alright, my dear? What do you do?"
I look at her confused and say, "Okay."
Go dress, go change. Put the best things you can, because he is complicated. You see that her servant brings you a chicken, by the way, Tiza. It's for you to eat.
What the fuck am I gonna do with the chicken?
You're gonna eat it. You're a fucking vampire.
Well, yeah. I'm not
Suck the
black.
blood out of it.
Congratulations.
Alright.
Do you eat the chicken?
I'm gonna ask her if she has anything a little bit more tender than a chicken.
Not for now.
I'll wait till I get home. Back to the sewers.
Alright, you did not earn the achievement of Chupacabra. By the way,
Alright.
in the Gangrel book, there's a type of vampire that's called Chupacabra that only drink the blood, that are ferals and drink the blood of goats. Yeah,
That's funny.
Now he's just stuck as a chupacabra.
maybe.
I better
It's like
not
the
be.
Chupacabra curse.
Well, you should have eaten the fucking chicken.
That doesn't make me a chupacabra because I didn't eat anything. I've only drank the blood of, like, I don't know, some, like, teenage girl, and I think that was it.
You think that's a good thing? Anyway,
Yeah. I was hungry.
Joe.
So, Lula, you
Yeah.
get ready. The servant quickly guides you. By the way, to the sewers, because he tells you that the hounds are looking for you.
Who tells me?
What?
Her sire? I thought her sire was a
No,
woman.
her servant tells you that the hounds are looking for you.
Are looking for me?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Can I ask why?
Apparently, somebody saw you entering the market, and you did not introduce yourself to the prince in the last couple of days, so they think you're an invader. The hounds are basically okay. In the structure of the vampire society, the hounds are the local deputies. The
Okay.
sheriff will kill you.
All
I
right.
repeat.
And you just heard what the
Can,
sheriff
can I
said.
can I like go over the story? So you drag me from Scotland to England or whatever, make me go through a sewer to talk to some Nosferatu guy, and then I have to go from there to meet Lula and her sire.
Yes, because
Where,
they're the double
where,
agents.
where in between there have I had a chance to meet him?
The sheriff?
No,
Like at all, the prince or anybody? I haven't had a chance to meet anybody. I've
You
just
were
been-
made illegally, I thought.
You are an illegal immigrant, because if words comes around that you were made without the permission of any prince, you're gonna get staked. And besides,
Fuck.
I remind you, this
This is
prince
bullshit.
considers any lower class as something that he can break just because lol.
Bring it.
They're funny when they sparkle on fire. They're pretty
Alright.
when they're on fire. And that's why, by the way, and Barbados is here to very much organize a revolution and kill the prince.
I just can't believe you made me walk through shit for like a half of an hour.
that was fun.
That was not fun, John.
It was amazing.
I got to, like, have a mistress that wanted me in. That's awesome.
Everyone else is getting cool, like they're having sex. And
I didn't
gotta
really have sex. I kind of just, like,
Proud.
Dude, don't worry.
No, dude, I'm good, bro. I'm
worry.
good. I'm cool.
What a funny story, Mark. So, they take you back to the sewers as quickly as possible to avoid the hounds. Okay?
Yeah.
In the meantime, Lula, they arrange
Make
your...
her walk through shit. Make
I
her
will.
walk through shit.
I will eventually. I gotta get insane somehow.
They take you to your lady takes you to the place of the prince, to this old cathedral, and they take you to his chambers. Let me look for the song. What song did I play the last time for this guy? Sure, it's not The Price is Right.
Running around at the speed.
Oh, here it is. Oh, what's this one? I think. You go upstairs to a chamber, in which you can see a man, very androgynous man, looking bored, completely white, utterly white. Next to him there is a bishop with his big with a black robes, as he smiles at you. Behind him there's chairs with different members of the council. You can see the only figure you can notice is that is the one of a jester who comes slowly down. He has a massive grin on his face, and then you notice that it's not a massive grin. It's as if somebody had ripped the sides of his flesh, exposing his jagged teeth, and extended his nose. And he looks bored. His face is completely white as he's dressed in black. Your mistresses bows to him as the figure bows to both of you. I, fair prince, I, Octavio, have bought you my child and my grandchild. I introduce you to Lady Parrot and her child, Lady Lula. The prince doesn't look at you. He just looks bored as he flicks roses on his hands. The bishop looks at you and says, "Please, child, introduce yourself. Who are you?" The prince wishes to know. What's your name and to which clan do you belong to? Octavio looks at her going, "But sir, she belongs to my..." "Silence, clown. We wish to hear it from her mouth." What do you tell them?
My name is Lula Seinfeld, and I am a Malkavian.
The prince looks at you for one moment and drops the rose to grab another, and they start like looking at it. Behind the prince you can see a massive figure wearing like an executioner mask and a large sword. The bishop gets closer to the prince. He's surrounded by petals of flowers with a symbol, and in between you can see the symbols of each clan. The prince just whispers something to the bishop, like bored, like tired. The bishop looks at you going like, "Ah, I have heard that you are a prostitute, a whore, what my ghouls call a cum bucket, aren't you?"
I look down and nod.
"I see. Fine choosing you did, Lady Pierrot. I see your tastes haven't changed from all the times you picked other girls and boys. How many children have you lost now to the cause of your prince? How many have you lose and sacrificed and fell in love with just to see them burning, lady?" You see that she starts closing her fist, and you can see her sinking her own nails into her hand. She's fucking angry. Do you want to do something?
No, I don't.
So, Tell me, how many, or has your sculptor already made a doll for her? A little trinket for the night you loved her so much. Just like your own personal baby daughter. Suddenly you see the jester trying to look as serious as possible, saying, "Enough, Cardinal!" And the prince just looks at the clown. This is time for jokes, isn't it? Right, my lord? The prince just sighs and she keeps looking at the flowers. The prince has decided that you'll be sent as an emissary to the house of Tremere, to its survivors. You'll be sent during the next couple of nights to be a worldly advisor, to ask them to leave, all except for their elder. We wish to know where their elder is. If you do well, mad one, you might live. If not, well, your sire will lose another daughter again. You might leave. You have the permission to hunt in the city and to feed yourself. Not like you're going to survive. After all, Malkavians are dispensable. The prince just jaws like, oh, leave, for our prince is bored and tired of your scent of cum and blood.
Wow.
Poverty. You see your sire grabbing you by the shoulder, not like angry, but more like a weak mother trying to lie against her daughter. What do?
I hold against.
Okay. You see her like weakly trying to walk down the stairs. Do you follow her?
No, I don't.
Do you want to stay there?
I have questions for the prince. So yes, I'm gonna stay there.
You see her looking at you afraid. Like, what are you doing? The prince just looks at you like raising a brow. As her priest looks at you going like, oh, what do you wish to know? Child.
Why am I required to do something? A task that you could easily ask somebody else to do.
Because you're a Malkavian. Because you're filth. Because you're not worth our time nor effort. Maybe in some other life you'll be something worthy. But right now you're nothing.
Then how can you trust me with truthful information?
Because we see everything. And because we have methods to make you trust us.
Finally.
Do you see that the prince just takes one of the flowers and pricks his thumb, letting a large droplet of blood coming from his finger? Your sire rushes in between you and the cardinal and says, "Please don't do anything to her. I swear, please, just whatever the prince wants to do, let it done to me."
Oh shit!
You have heard of this. Your sire told you about the bloodbound, about drinking the blood of another vampire. The prince is willing to make you her slave in order for you to listen to him. You see that the prince just stands up carefully and leans closer to your sire. And you notice that the prince is just a 14-year-old boy who looks tired and bored. The cardinal looks at you, going like, "Do you have any other question?" As he gently starts painting the white lips red with his thumb over your sire's lips. What do?
I smirk and hit the prince's hand and turn around.
Do you wanna hit his hand?
Yeah.
Dexterity plus brawl.
Dexterity plus brawl.
Are you trying to die?
She's got balls, man. You kinda gotta admire that sort of thing.
I hope this 14-year-old isn't a fucking prick. For your sake.
I think she'll be alright.
I think she's gonna die.
Roll the 7.
Let me read some of the powers here because I always mix up 2 of them. It's the Ravenous, tonigh'ts. Toreador. Hold on. You tried to slap his hand, but his hand is now missing. It's not there anymore. Hold on. Suddenly, roll stamina.
Brawl stamina?
Roll stamina, yes. Your hand falls into the ground as you see the executioner's blade falling on your arm. He cut your hand in half. You look down, pale. There's no blood coming, no drip. But he got your arm. You are shivering as the prince is now leans closer to grab your finger and taking it in between the flowers, like looking at him as if it was a dead spider, as if it was something weird, an alien. And then you see that in his right hand he's holding something white. Your sire starts screaming, trying to get to her own mask, as the executioner holds her mouth, and her mouth suddenly vanishes. The bishop looks at you, going like, "Do as we wish, or your sire will pay." They take your sire to another room, where the last thing you can see is a black mass of hair that has no mouth but must scream. As now the prince holds her mask as a memento, as a trinket. What do you do?
I don't feel anything, so I smirk.
Roll consciousness.
Pardon me?
Roll consciousness.
Conviction and conscience.
By the way, did anybody else get that the prince is fucking evil?
Oh yeah.
He's a nice guy. What do you mean?
Yeah, I got
He's a piece of
those
shit.
even when he tried to chop my fucking head off.
I don't even know the poor bastard, and I fucking don't like him.
You don't feel love, but she took care of you. That's all you feel. It's like she gave me a place to stay and she hasn't killed me yet. And is making sure no others are able
Oh
to hurt
shit.
me.
You killed her once.
Oh, but you don't care.
So you're using the... What the fuck? Oh, no.
She was gonna kill me anyway.
Do you see your humanity? The road of humanity?
Wait.
Erase 1 point.
Ah shit, it's 2. Can I re-roll that?
Oh my god.
You have humanity too?
I don't know, does she?
Let me see your character sheet here, Morty.
I don't even know how much humanity I have.
I think you
I got
told me it was
willpower.
like 7.
Is willpower the same as humanity?
No.
No, it's
No.
it depends on the road in the Dark Ages.
Basically, like I said, you can, if you follow a road which is like hold on, your humanity is 4.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Basically,
How do I
when
know? What's my humanity? How do I know?
consciousness plus self-control.
Alright.
Okay, when your humanity is basically the how to explain the roads, Spectre?
The roads are essentially the best explanation I can think of for the roads is that, well, in modern in modern Vampire the Masquerade, the humanity is supposed to be you clinging on to humanity, of course. And the way that the roads are pretty much paths, and it's supposed to show how much you exemplify what you believe in.
When do we choose our road?
When your humanity is low enough to say, you know what, being human is not the best.
Okay.
The problem with the roads is that they're incredibly. They require a lot of time of study, a lot of time of comprehending, and they make you very alien, utterly alien-esque. Okay? And also they have very particular taboos. Okay?
Alright.
For example, you know how all the Simishes look like fucked up monsters?
Mm-hmm.
That's because they follow the road of metamorphosis.
Okay.
Okay?
What would the right road be for a knowledge seeker?
Sir, I mean, Spectre, do you know it? Because I'm not an expert on roads.
Well, frankly, you can be anyone and choose any road you want. It just more so depends on the type of gameplay you're going for. So say I plan on using the road of heaven because I want my character to ultimately try to be a better individual and have a religious sense to it. So I'm choosing the road of heaven for my character, but they also have the road of sin if you want to have
Be a fucking monster.
Yeah, closer to monster. Even though there are more monstrous roads, the road of sin is that one definitely is the base for monsters. Then you have the road of bones for a character really obsessed with death. The road of the abyss for demon worshippers. The road of kings for the ones who want to rule everybody. And then for Assamites and stuff, you have the road of blood because, well, they're Diablerizers.
Oh, spoiler alert! Thank you. Basically, the Assamites, they are good at what they do because they drink other vampires, and they're easily detected because they drink other vampires, and they're hated because, well, they drink other vampires. Guys, I post you there the roads. You can pick anyone from the revised edition and from the minor roads. We're gonna consider them as exclusive to the clan.
Whoa, did she draw that?
Wait, what?
Maybe.
What's that? Is that your leg?
Yeah.
Is that a tattoo?
No.
Henna.
That's really nice. I like your picture, and I like your thing on your leg.
It's called
It's really cool. Yeah, I know. I do art stuff too. It's really cool.
So guys.
So, yeah.
What do you want to do, you fucked up creature broken in the head? What do you want to do, Rei Yanami?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Do you leave your side to be tortured to death, or do you they'll fuck the prince? Because remember, you might not be compassionate, but you care about your own survival. Remember, logic, rational thinking. What do you do?
Hmm.
What the fuck? Well, for that you have to be La Sombra, dude.
My occult's at 3.
I said you have to be a La Sombra.
Well, then tell me what the fuck I can be then.
You can be from any one of the primary roads.
Okay.
Why torture somebody fully knowing that it was
Simple.
the will of their own child?
Well, I mean, why do they torture her? Because it's amusing. Why do they torture you? Because they want to see how far can you go.
Let's see how far I can go. Switch spots.
What?
I asked the prince if I can switch places with my higher up.
He just looks at you and ignores you as he starts ripping off the petals of the rose.
Do I need to get on my knees?
If you want to.
The fuck?
What do you do?
So I get on my knees and bow down and beg.
That's not what I thought was gonna happen.
He looks at you for a moment.
Suck the dick of a 14-year-old kid. No.
Well, it's a vampire, so he's older than that.
Yeah, and
But he looks at you. He just looks at his bishop. The bishop moves closer and he whispers something in the bishop's ear. The bishop gets closer to you as he offers you one of the rings he has. Like, offering him from his fist. Like, kiss it. What do you do?
I kiss the ring.
The bishop looks at you and says, "Bring us the elder of the Trimea, and then we shall talk. Go." By the way, you took 4 damage, lethal damage because they cut your hand off.
Fuck.
Don't worry, you can walk it off.
I can grow it back. I'd like to sew it back on.
The prince is playing with your hand.
How are you gonna sew it back on if it's in his hand?
Can I at least have my hand back?
You see that the prince takes your hand and tosses it into a fireplace.
damn.
Roll courage.
She's gonna try to go for it?
No.
Fire's gonna burn her.
No,
Oh, yeah.
because
Burn her.
no, not. Vampires are fucking afraid of fire.
Exactly.
They're fucking terrified of fire, and if she sees a part of herself burning to the flame, well, she might freak out. She might be able to feel something. Roll.
I'm rolling.
If it wasn't for that, if that 9 was a 1, your character will have a mental derangement by now. Another one. You see your hand burning to the fire, burning very quickly as it turns into bone and then into ashes. And just by seeing that, you cannot feel the smell because vampires don't breathe. But if you were able to, you realize that you run 35 steps in less than a minute. You feel like you're having an anxiety attack. As you can see, as you can imagine and almost feel your hand burning to the crisp, almost as it was phantom pain. Standing on the edge. Sorry, wrong phantom pain. Do you leave the place? By the way, you're not gaining the mental derangement of fear of fire or fear of light, but you're pretty shaken by it. Because for one, they cut your arm off, and second, they burn it in front of you, like to add insult to injury.
I turn around wide-eyed and walk out.
You just walk out covering your
I can just picture that like
10 minutes
oh
ago.
my fucking god.
I just imagine your character going like, nope.
Exactly, like yeah, I'm good on that.
It's like, nope, fuck this.
Do you want your arm? Do you want your arm back? I'm good. Do you like fire? I'm good.
She's like, no, what hand? No, fuck that hand. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm out of here, dude.
I don't have it.
How in the hell am I supposed to? Okay, it's just.
So she can't get her hand. She can get her hand back.
You can grow one.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, then fuck that hand. Yeah, fuck that hand. She's just gonna have a little derpy nut for a little while.
Let me tell you a little story very quickly.
She's just gonna have this like little nub, like little baby weird thing. Like that dude from that scary movie. He's like, my germs.
Deadpool, once my hand plows through puberty, I'm gonna feel how big he is.
Okay, what's the name of that song, by the way?
Which one?
No one knows it.
Take my breath away.
Hold on.
Who can say where
the road goes?
where the time?
Let me tell you a little story, okay? So we were playing a game of Masquerade in the modern day, and the guys were pretty new, okay? Hold on. And they had their HQ in a very shady part of the town of New York. What the hell is that sound?
I'm blowing on the straw.
Okay.
My cup.
Hold on, listen to this. So a bunch of robbers went to their place, like going like, "Bitch, this is our territory." And one of the players went like, "Bitch, I'm a vampire." He tried to attack the robber, and he failed using his claws. The robber didn't notice and shot the guy in the right eye. He stumbles backwards, the vampire. He goes like, "Shit, I'm blind!" Hold on.
Yeah.
The robbers started to fight with the rest. He starts stumbling backward like, "Bitch, give me back my eye!" The robber shoots. I mean, the robber doesn't shoot. He stabs him in the right eye. He goes like, "Shit, I'm blind!" The player is completely blind by now. The robbers escape of the place as the vampire uses his skill to smell.
Eyes.
Hold on. Uses his power of smell while regenerating his new eye. One of the robbers hits him with a shotgun. The guy falls into his stomach. One of the players tries to throw a knife to a lamp to make him invisible because the shotgun blast was too much. The knife hits the lamp, but the knife falls over his newborn eye. Player goes, "Why?" He stands up while bleeding to death again. Hold on. He turns around and he sees the robbers hitting him with a van. He gets on top of the van, falls off the van, falls into the ground, and goes like, "Dude, I don't feel my legs." He had fortitude. He was still alive. He was suffering. Suddenly, because it was... By the way, this happened...
Wait, this gets worse?
It gets.
Oh my god.
The players chase after the robbers, and one of the players go, "Dude, Michael's in the middle of the road."
These are just normal robbers, aren't they?
Yeah, they were normal humans. They go like, "Dude, Michael's in the middle of the road." He shouts, "Duck or die, motherfucker!" He doesn't duck. The car breaks his spine and rips half of his legs off. The guy drags himself towards the HQ as he's like, "Kill me, please!" Since it was snowing, a local plumber with those like spinning things passes through the streets, grabs a hold of his intestines, and now he's bleeding into the street.
What the fuck?
He rips his eye out with a knife, cuts his stomach, and lies in the ground going like, "But I'm supposed to be powerful."
Supposed to be powerful. Relate to the first guy he fights.
Just like vampire cut in half, laying in the middle of the street. "I'm supposed to be powerful."
Oh my god, I'm on men.
Get off the street, you bum! Fuck you, I'm a vampire! I'm powerful!
I have unlimited pump! I don't feel it! He lost his eyes twice in less than an hour. I still have... Dude, that was...
my arm grow back in like 5 hours.
No. Basically... Okay, this is a lesson to all of you new players. You can spend blood to regenerate. 1 point each health thingy.
Oh, okay, then I'll definitely use my blood points.
Okay, so you spend 5 to regenerate all 5?
I'll spend 5 to regenerate my entire arm.
Okay. As you start walking down the street, you can feel your arm slowly growing out. You can see the bones, the muscle exposed, the first layer of flesh, and then the entirety of the arm is completely good as
Oh, nothing.
Lula.
I'm just...
You know that the other guy was on the sewers waiting to rendezvous with you guys. In the meantime, Tirsa.
Yes!
You're at the sewers waiting for the rest.
Rawr!
Waiting for Lady Perrault and for Lula.
Indeed, Irunu.
As you're there, you've been waiting for about 20 minutes in one of the local sewers. Sometimes you can see
smells
shit.
great.
You don't have sense of smell, unless you want to.
I mean, I hold my breath, but, you know, whatever.
Vampires don't breathe.
So to speak. I hold my breath, so to speak.
Roll perception plus alert.
You mean perception plus alertness?
Yes.
Kidoki. So that's 9.
Sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm highly perceptive. Roll 9.
I focus on my surroundings.
Oh, you got a 10.
What do you see with your elfin eyes?
I don't know, I was rubbing shit in my eyes. I wasn't really paying attention. What do I see with my eyes?
The glistening of a sword going towards your face.
Towards my face?
Towards your face.
This is the second time you've been fucking attacked this session.
You just dude. Third session we're playing, we have our first fight.
Oh, god damn it, did I have to whoop someone's ass? Great.
You dodge very quickly. As you can see, one of the men is wearing a black cloak, a long two-handed sword, as he shouts, "In the name of the prince, I will terminate your life, you freaking mongrel!"
Okay, alright, so he wants this, these problems. Well, okay. I've been waiting. Oh yeah, good idea, John.
What will you do?
I'm gonna take off my bandana, right? That's covering my mouth.
Yes.
Is this a normal person or is this a vampire?
He's a hound.
First of all, I'm pissed the fuck off because I was talking to a fucking rat about my day. About everyone's been having. I've been doing dumb shit and like getting my ass whooped and chased everywhere. This guy swings a sword at me, dude. I'm pissed. Fuck that.
Alright.
I'm taking my mask off. I'm gonna spend a blood point, and I'm gonna jump and hit this motherfucker as hard as I can in the face and try to kill this motherfucker.
Dexterity plus brawl plus 1 point. Oh, also Lula, you can spend 1 blood point to increase your physical attributes. Like for example,
we're not gonna do strength in this. I'm not gonna do strength as well.
Strength is if you make damage. Lula.
So dexterity plus brawl.
Yes. Hold on.
That's
I'm trying
8.
to explain to Lula. For example, if you have strength 5, you can spend 1 blood point and to have technically 6 points of strength for the fight.
Okay.
You can increase you can buff yourself using real blood. The bigger the duration, the more points they can spend at the same time.
8 D10.
I think I'm just gonna keep my blood points because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose a lot of limbs.
Really gay. Well, I mean, I didn't do that bad.
You got 2 successes.
There's 1 critical failure, but I got 2 7s and an 8. think.
6 if that counts for anything.
You son of a bitch!
Yeah!
Look
Yeah!
at... Hold on. I just did a roll. Did you saw it on the chat?
Oh, I didn't roll an extra die! Ha-ha! I get a re-roll.
Please look at the YouTube channel. Please look at my roll.
I will in a sec. 1, 9. My bad.
Oh my
I didn't add the extra. But there's my re-roll.
Dude, this guy does not know how to swing a sword.
This is my because I didn't add the extra
my glasses,
die.
I'm covering my face.
Did I just fucking blow him up?
Hold on. These guys are supposed to hunt low-level vampires. Hold on. He tries to swing your sword, but since he's on a sewer, the sword slams the wall and shatters in several pieces. You jump towards his face as some of the shit slams in his face as he blindens. He tries to rip the shit out of his face as you fall on top of him, hitting him square in the face. How much strength do you have?
4. Yeah, I'm about to flatten his face.
He's about ready
Spectre has to go to sleep, okay?
Okay, good night, Spectre.
Take care, Spectre.
Night, guys.
Au revoir.
4 experience points for you, Spectre.
How much?
4.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fucking called it.
So, roll strength this up. Difficulty 5.
Okay. Easy.
Easy gets all 1s.
Flatten this motherfucker's face right now.
That's damage. Let me see if this guy takes it.
Yeah, he's gonna take it, alright.
I mean, if he can soak it or not. You son of a bitch, hold on. Fuck. There.
I'm so tired of people fucking with me. It's unreal. I just want to have a peaceful evening.
You son of a bitch.
That's all I want.
You son of a bitch.
Why do you hate me, Dyson? Why? I got nothing.
So tired of people fucking with me. I get stabbed in the lung. I have to sleep in a fucking wine cellar. And that... Oh, dude.
He deserves to beat the shit out of this guy.
You punch him in the... Hold on. You punch him in the nose. You can see his nose shattering and his front teeth exploding. The guy falls backwards, sinking half of his body into human feces. I'm pissed. He stands up as his fingers gently...
Wait, he stands up?
Yeah, he's like, you son of a... You can see him moving his hand into his back and taking a wooden stake as he tries to ram it into your chest.
Haha, okay.
Roll dodge.
Roll dodge, easy peasy.
He is blinded, partially blinded, so that will be...
Roll with disadvantage, I guess?
Yeah.
So, a disadvantage of 1?
Don't worry about it. Roll dodge.
Okay.
Are you surprised I know what that means?
You quickly and swiftly move backwards as he stabs nothing.
Get your ass beat! I'm gonna fuck this guy up.
What do you do, buddy?
I'm gonna try to kill him. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna fucking take both of my hands and put them in his cheeks, and I'm gonna take my maw and I'm gonna eat his mouth with my mouth. I'm gonna like eat his face. I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna like eat this guy. Starting with his teeth and his tongue, all that shit. I'm eating all of that.
Dexterity plus brawl, difficulty 7.
Hold on. My dexterity is 4. My brawl is 4.
And you have a plus 1 because you expended blood.
So 9?
Oh god. Roll.
Fuck yeah, dude. Ooh,
Let's see.
3 successes.
Let's see. 3 successes, yeah. No, wait. No, 4 successes. 1.
I thought you said difficulty 7.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm high. 2 successes because the 1 is canceling his 9, so 3, yeah. You bite his face as he starts screaming. Roll strength plus 1. Plus 1 die. Difficulty
Roll
5.
1 die?
No, strength plus 1 die.
All
Difficulty 5 to do damage. Wait! Plus another die because you're using the blood buff.
Yeah, my strength is 4.
Plus
I
1
went.
die.
All I did was dump my stats into combat.
Roll. You have a plus 2 because blood buff.
Oh, I have a
that.
plus 2. All right.
Yeah, because I'm considering normal damage, normal strength, plus the blood buff, plus the fangs. Difficulty 5. So you got a 6. Wait.
Successes.
Not only that, you got a 666.
That's right. Lord, forgive me.
Art Father who farts in heaven, hallowing thy name.
Don't say that.
Thy will come, thy will be done.
What was that? You have to go?
What?
I thought you said say that one more time and I'll go or something like that.
No.
You okay there, Lula?
Yeah, I'm good.
Can I go ahead and just fuck this guy's day up?
Hold on. You start you know that the resistance is gathering in the sewers. You start going down, and you see this cloaked figure eating the half of the face of another one, Hannibal Lecter style.
All right, I like it.
Lola, you are seeing this guy eating this poor soldier's face off. What do you do?
She feels nothing though.
I stand there and watch.
Such a pervert.
Spread my legs and start going at it? No.
What a voyeur.
I just stand there.
Oh my god, those guys are making out. That's so hot.
Like when I use a piece of shit like a dildo. Well, watch this.
I
Okay,
say hello?
alright.
Like, hey, are you okay?
Howdy.
You see this guy's face being ripped off.
Honey.
Basically, you ate down to his eyeballs.
Good. Little motherfucker.
He's just saying like, as he's not dead yet. He's in shock.
Sweet.
What do you do, Lecter?
Okay. I want to ask a rat. I want to grab a rat and tell it I want to put this rat in his body through his mouth hole, and I want the rat to eat out of his stomach. I just want to like fucking torture him until he dies. Really.
Roll
Or
consciousness.
Either that or jump as high as I can and just like land with my feet on his skull to try to like just completely flatten it.
Roll. Okay. Hold on. Let me do a roll for the guy. Let me see if he dies out
Alright.
of shock of being eaten alive.
Better idea when you get done doing what you gotta do.
He just expires. So
He's
we
just
had...
dead, so can
Hold
I
on,
keep
hold on.
going?
So we had lesbian sex and we had boar. Close enough.
So, is he just dead?
Yeah,
I
but
don't
he.
get to do
Oh no.
anything else?
Do you want to check him out to see what he was
No,
carrying?
I'm gonna eat him. I'm just gonna eat him.
Okay,
fuck
you
it.
drink his blood. Recover the
Yeah.
blood points you expended.
Sweet.
What do you do,
Fall in
Lula?
love with this dead corpse.
Covered in shit. I'm just eating this dude.
No, you're drinking.
I
Just covered.
try and
Get
gain
Hero
his
Fox.
attention.
You're like, that is eaten.
This is Officer Barbrady. You cannot be eating that man in the sewer. That's a joke.
Yeah.
So she tries to get my attention?
Yeah, well, you're like, that is eating, wait for it.
Now, I've met her before, but I don't know who she is right now, right?
I mean, no, you know who she is. You know that she
I
was-
recognize her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know, with blood covering my mouth, and I got a fucked up mouth because I got shark teeth and whatever.
Yeah.
I just kind of like hide my smile and just kind of wave. Like I put my arm over my mouth and just wave, just like,
You see
hey.
this creature that his mouth is basically his mouth is bigger than the normal because he has nothing but like shark teeth. He has like a piranha mouth.
Yeah.
It freaks you out a little bit. Like, what? Okay. This is
I've already seen my arm get ripped off and burned.
Yeah. So
I'm a self-conscious man.
Do you take her to the Roman bathhouse?
Wait, do I take her to the Roman bathhouse?
Yeah, the HQ of Asmodeus and your group.
I thought we were in the sewers in Asmodeus's like palace with the bones and shit.
She doesn't know how to get there.
Yeah, I'll take her. Sure, there's monsters and shit, but yeah.
But don't I have to find that guy so I can save my...
Wait, before we go, I want to check this guy's pockets for information. See if he's got anything so I can figure out who the fuck it was.
He has, okay. He has, money. Pocket of money.
Cool, whatever.
He had a long dagger.
Alright. I'm gonna throw that in the water of poop.
He has, a flint to start a fire.
I want to keep that.
And he has other 2 stakes.
Sure, I'll give one to the homegirl and I'll keep one. But
Okay.
there's nothing there for me that lets me know who it is.
He told you to stop in the name of the prince. Do you mention that to her?
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I think she heard it, but if not, yeah.
No, she hasn't heard. But when
I'll let her know.
when she tells you that, you think that it might be one of the guys who works for the prince. Okay. So he takes you through a long way of different sewer levels until you arrive to a necropolis, to an old Roman-based how to put it? Okay, you arrive to a massive cave with a lake in the middle of it, completely darkness, utter blackness. You can see a couple of boats that make you think about the old tales of the Grim Reaper taking people through the Stygian River. In the middle of it, you see a necropolis. Walls that are not very high, they get as high as your hip. There's things moving in the roof. You don't know if they're bats or the other ones. As you arrive in the middle, you can see a massive Roman bathhouse from when you can hear sometimes laughter and cackling. As you start getting closer to the place, you notice misshapen creatures looking at you, gleaning at you, growling, some of them. Some have one arm longer than the other. Others have tumors. Others have rashes on their skin, on their flesh, and so on. Every monster is more disfigured than the one before. Every nightmare has a new shape and figure and form. And they all hate you because you're beautiful. Or apparently that's how they look like. Beautiful but broken inside, as broken as them. Hundreds upon thousands who were invisible for 1 second and are completely visible. What do you do?
Me?
Yeah.
I stare.
Well, maybe one roll to see if I use this character. Big odds or evens?
Odds?
Friends.
Are you okay, Lola? You're like falling asleep or high? Or both?
John's snorting coke. I don't even know what she's doing.
I'm trying to get comfortable because I have a headache.
Alright. If you want, we can leave it here when you meet Asmodeus and we can continue tomorrow if you guys want.
I want to keep going tonight though.
I'm down to go tonight. I'm not even
I only
lying.
got like one chance to appear tonight. I mean, come
Yeah, dude, fuck it. Let's
Okay.
go, dude.
Okay.
Wait, I got an idea. How about we get some more stats for what we've done today and keep going?
Hold on. As you start going downwards, do you notice something that catches your eye, by the way, Lula? You see a little monster, no higher than your leg. No bigger than your knee. The creature is bald. Her mouth is exposed as jagged teeth come all over. She's hidden behind another massive woman, or something that resembles a woman. She just rushes towards you and offers you something. What do, you broken monster? By the way, Lisa, one of the Nosferatus tells you that they had rumors that their Inquisition is burning ghouls that belong to lower clans. What do you do, Lula?
I take what the ghoul is giving to me.
It's a small flower. It's a very small flower, like you know, like white buttons around yellowish middle. The little girl, this is actually the little girl who was turned into a vampire, looks at you, and she asks you one thing. She just says, "You are beautiful." She says through her jagged mouth. You can still hear the voice of the girl. She asks you, "Are you an angel?" Roll self-control.
Me or
I don't
her,
have
'cause
any
I'm
of that.
gonna cry.
Okay, roll consciousness.
So no, I have one self-control. You want me to roll conscience and
No, no, just
self-control?
conscious.
Okay.
Watch, she's gonna bitch slap this little kid.
Oh.
That'd be so fucked up.
For 1 second, you feel something alien and strange, and you can understand how your sire feels about you. Kind of. You feel something bothering in your chest, something hot. Not like fire, but it's weird.
Like sexy.
Yeah, it's like I feel something in my body. I don't want to have sex with this child, so it's not that. It's weird.
What?
No, it's like if I feel something during sex, I don't know. I feel weird. I must open her up to see what
theme of the night.
It's like this child makes me feel weird. I need to open her inside to figure what makes her tick.
Oh my god.
One of my players did that shit. Yeah.
Anyways.
One of
It's
my
just like full of candy.
Yeah. No, that reminds me of the most horrifying story I've ever heard of in Bumper the Masquerade, and it's disturbing as fuck.
That's a true horror story. Just rips open a Nosferatu and just candy.
No. The Malkavian was walking down the street, and he basically he killed a homeless woman to drink her blood. The woman had a child who was crying. So in his Malkavian mind, he thought maybe he needs a new. I mean, the baby needs a new home. So he spread the legs of the mother and pushed the baby back into the woman, the corpse.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the most nightmare-filled story I have ever heard so far.
Well, anyways,
God damn.
back to where we were.
By the way, Malkavian did the consciousness roll, and he thought he was doing the right thing.
Right. So she's got to roll consciousness for this child
No,
situation.
she did, and she was like, it feels odd, but she doesn't understand it. The Klingon doesn't. I mean, the it's not the Klingons. What's the race of Spock? The Vulcan doesn't understand what the hell's going on.
Vulcanin or something? Vulcan. Something
Thank you.
like that.
You go downstairs through these Roman bathhouses. You can see a large table where there's some people, some of these jagged creatures laughing. You see a massive tall one, like bind into a chair. His legs are as thin as wood, like little branches. He's covering
little branches.
Dude, yeah. Dude, okay. Imagine a person who is alive but hasn't moved from a bed in more than 5 years.
I pictured like literal like little twigs come hanging out of his pants.
Have you ever seen the movie Seven?
Yeah,
Okay, sloth.
but yeah, like when he's in the bed.
Yeah, imagine that, but with complete muscle degeneration from the hip downwards.
Oh, okay.
Like his muscle looks like tumors.
Right.
He's wearing
Literally just bones.
do you know if his fingers are long or if his nails are longer? Okay. His face is completely contorted. His eyes are so small and bound down into his skull that you don't know in which wrinkle you can see his eyes. He has no nose. As the creature looks at you from his chair, he just utters, "Ah, we have a new guest. I see you bought yourself a companion, Diza." The creature calls you over with his fingertip. What do you do, Lula.
Oh, can you retell me that again? Cat videos.
God damn it.
Fucking cats.
It's like it's your turn and you're watching cat videos. God damn it.
At least she's not watching porn.
I was thinking about doing that actually.
That's what I was doing earlier.
Okay, what were you? So, can you give me like a summary?
Pissed off.
Like I
Yeah,
was
dude,
saying,
'cause I was just now loading the page, and he was like, "Guess whose turn it is? It's Tez's turn." I'm like, "Fuck!"
So,
Boobs or yeah, I was like, low key pissed.
so, like I was telling you, both of you see the local leader of the Nosferatu. The creature just extend his hand towards you, Lula. His jagged teeth smiling towards you. His long, elongated arms aiming towards you as he gently makes like a bow as he offers his massive extended arm. Hold on. Oh, I found the most.
First off, I put the flower in my hair, and then I ask him, "Why are you trying to shake my hand?" I thought that was something a man would do.
The creature just.
You shake women's hands.
No, he just. You don't know if he's grinning or not. Do you? As you get closer, you grab his. He's still offering you his rotten and decomposing hand towards you. In the table, there's a man with golden eyes, and another one who has black eyes, completely black, like the eyes of the shark. It's Barbados. He's been sitting there talking to all three of them all days during the last couple of days, exchanging stories of the centuries. You get closer to the leader of the group, the leader of the area, this vampire. What do you do, Lula?
If there is a seat, I will take a seat.
You take a seat. The man with hold on, let me see if I can find a picture of Beckett to make it easier to see.
You
so
mean
you can
the
see
fucking
how fuckable.
Scottish redheaded?
No, Beckett.
Yeah, isn't that the Scottish dude?
No, he's not here.
Oh, Beckett's the guy with the glasses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I use a couple blood pool so I can disappear?
To make yourself invisible for the moment?
I don't.
No, I just wanted to increase the skill.
Not to make yourself invisible. You can use experience points in order to do that.
Okay.
Let me see if
At the end of each game or whatever, like when he was talking about experience, you use that and you can like increase your stats and shit. Make stuff better.
Damn, he's creepy as fuck. Okay.
That's one of the guys. That's one of the guys who stares at you. The other one, like I said, is hold on. The other one is this creature who's binding to the chair. Okay. Hold on. So what do you sit down? This creature wearing the toga looks at you, going like, "So, this who is your friend?"
Oh, I don't know what to say because we just kind of met. Like, I don't know. I broke into this house, right? I'm talking to you. This is out of game.
Yeah.
So like, I break into their castle, right?
Her siren
House.
to her. They mentioned her name.
I mean, we never really had a conversation. It was just like, "Hey, take him to his room, and
yeah.
I'm gonna watch over him." It was like so.
Damn.
Literally, I mean, just what could I say?
I didn't say anything to you. That was
I know.
Well,
Faustine.
do you introduce yourself to them? To the group?
I didn't get to. You just told. Had the
No.
lady send me on my way after I got stabbed.
No, I'm telling to the lady. Do you introduce yourself to the leader of the Nosferatu? The local leader, at least.
I just say, "Hi, I'm Lula."
Welcome, Lula. And who is your sire?
I hesitate, I look at my hands, and I look back up, and I say, Faustine Diarot.
Ah, Lady Faustine. How is she doing? I haven't heard from her in a while.
Well, right now she's in a torture chamber.
Oh, by the way, so you can get a better idea of how the Nosferatu's underworld looks like.
I'm gonna send you a picture, Joe, and I'm gonna ask you if I can have this be my character. So I low key like this picture.
The creature just looks at you and says, "I see. And what did they ask for anything in exchange?" Do you see another man, the one with the weird eyes? Hold on. Yeah, he could look like that in the Modern Nights. I don't mind if he survives up to the Modern Nights.
Fuck yeah.
So this creature just looks at you and asks you, "Did the prince demand you anything, or to do anything at all, for you to have him back, to have your sire back?"
She said I had to bring somebody over. I don't remember the name.
To which clan did that person belong to, child?
She like actually Loki doesn't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Roll intelligence.
Does she have 1 intelligence?
Loki, this. If my character survives, I want him to kind of be like this.
I swear, I think John has the most intelligence out of anybody.
Hold on.
I'm a dumbass. I got 1.
My guy doesn't have any fighting. Like I have.
Okay, you remember he's looking for the elder of the Trimia clan.
Oh.
Did you mention that to him?
Yes. He is looking for the leader of the
You see that the Beckett starts pondering like, I see. That means, oh, we might have a secret weapon against the prince then. What do you think, Barbados? Finding the Tremere is my priority. Fiorella is still out there. She's still hunting for this lead. They look at both of you. You see, tell me, Kindred, says this older man with white hair, a little bit bald, looking down at you. He's wearing a cape and he looks like a barbarian. He asks you, "Tell me, child, how's your relationship with the prince?"
Me or her?
Her.
Willow, of course.
Let's just say, on the other hand, he kind of tossed mine in the fire.
Yeah, they cut that short. She was dealt a shitty hand.
Stop stealing my puns.
Yeah, not to point a finger, but it was just a slap on the wrist.
He starts pondering for a moment. You see, we were hoping to speak to your sire because we need political influence. But I think it's better for you to know. Yes. You see, child, we are working on says Beckett, on a quasi resistance. The older creature looks at you going like, more than a resistance. We are trying to take him down. The prince, that is. We wish him nothing but death. And we believe that he's been kicking the lower clans long enough. So we right now need political influence and we need the right allies. Right now the Nosferatu cause and the Gangrel cause are up for it, but we still need something to pack a bigger punch, something like the like the Tremere. What the Beckett looks at both of you and like, so you're hoping that the Tremere have worked their experiment, did you? Yes. If so, the war will be easier to win. At least we'll have a leverage against them. I see. The problem about the Tremere is that they're being hunted the faster, the hardest. And also we need an agent within the higher ranks. So we need somebody who's been willing to join us, to join the resistance. Indeed. So, tell us, child. They look at you, Lula. I know this can be complicated, especially since you're so young. But if is there something we can offer you to join our cause? To join the war against the prince.
If you can help me free my lady lover, Lovey Olympus Lou, I will join.
You see that the Nosferatu leans over his massive chair and he offers your hand. I mean, he offers his hand to you. Do you take it?
Yes.
The creature leans in closer to your hand and gently kisses it, saying, "That's a promise." As he extends his claw and cuts his hand, allowing his almost dusty blood hit the table.
Almost dusty blood.
So,
Shit.
we need to find the Tremere. We need the help of their elder because he might have the right tools. But the question is how we might find the Tremere. The guy started pondering for a moment. As the Nosferatu just says, I might have a way to find him, but it's not the best way we can consider. And if things go if things work alright, we might have a tactical advantage that the prince won't consider. But it's dangerous. It's incredibly dangerous. So the options are to go from Tremere Chapel to Tremere Chapel, trying to avoid the hounds, trying to fight your way inside, and trying to find anyone who knows where the elder is hidden, or find the worst enemy of the Tremere. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Which option do you guys take?
Well, me personally, I'm more of a guns a-blazing kind of guy. I'd much rather just go in there and fuck shit up, but it seems to me like John and Bunny don't operate that way. But I had this idea. I could cause a commotion with the hounds while she sneaks in invisible. I don't know what John's position is on this, but all I know is I'm cool with causing a distraction and having animals like gather information.
Alright, I like your style, child. What about you, young one? Here's you, Lula.
It sounds like a good idea to me.
You prefer to gather information before attacking, or you prefer to go to the house, trying to find the Tremere, or talk to the worst enemy of the Tremere?
I think I'll just go right in.
Alright. We don't have much, but we can offer you a collection of weapons if you might need them. So, is there anything that you would rather have?
I need something to put over my fists so I can punch holes and shit. To put it bluntly.
You see that Beckett looks at you and going like, I might have something.
Claws, something.
How
shit.
much protean do you have?
How much what?
Protean?
Protean?
Yes.
2.
Yusuf says that, and he asks you, you are a gangrel, aren't you, child?
Yeah.
Fiorella is not here, but I might be able to teach you a trick or two of Oaken. Let me
Alright.
double check something out. Which level of protean allows you to do certain stuff? Playtest. So
can I use all my abilities yet, or am I still like only know nocturnal?
no, your sire has taught you to use the others. Also, your sire has been practicing fencing with you. She's been.
You know what's really fucked up? I have survival 3 and I've never had to use it once.
You may have to use it later though.
That's true. Make a hell of a
That
campfire.
laugh tells me otherwise.
Literally, all of my points were dumped into like physical shit, like crafts.
Hold on. You have pretend too, right?
Yes.
Beckett just smiles at you as he stands up and looks at you, going like, I want you to focus on your hands. I want you to concentrate on them. I want you to concentrate in your inner rage and your wrath. Can you feel it going to your brain? Can you feel the hounds, the whispers, the howls?
I can feel it
now,
Mr. Krabs.
Roll instinct.
Instinct?
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
Virtues.
Self-control.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I'm looking for the right song.
2d10.
Maybe you won't fail your
I got a 9 and a 3.
You start focusing. Inside of your brain, you sometimes hear something. You see something moving through woods. Something breaking, tearing, shivering, and consuming. Nice legs.
Thanks.
As suddenly your hands start breaking, your fingers start expanding, and your nails, not your nails, your bones break to your skin as you grow claws.
Right.
He looks at you going, will that be suffice?
Bones breaking through my skin?
Yeah. The second
So, like,
of protein allows you to grow claws.
Fuck yeah, that's cool. Yes, that's more than okay, dude. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying dude in the 14th century, but...
Insert subtitles here.
For thou I thank.
Yeah. For out, I think.
For my brethren, I think.
For certain, sire.
Are you ready for this? What's the kicker? It does.
You're cutting out really bad.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, good.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't do. It doesn't look stunning damage. It does aggravated damage.
Alright. So, what does that mean? It doesn't do lethal, and it doesn't do bash, or blunt, I mean, so it does aggravated. What does that mean?
I think you cut out. You're gonna have to exit and then. Oh,
Is it me or him?
it's him.
Okay, better?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
It happens from time to time. Well, anyways. Aggravated damages. Already again.
Just curious, what would have happened if I would have failed my roll? Joe.
You'll never know.
Joe! Just curious. Joe Dirt.
What?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. For a while,
Like-
you couldn't even hear. We couldn't even hear you on the live stream.
Okay, let me try.
Keeps happening.
Wolf or a bear?
You spilt a beer on your microphone?
Hold on. Let me...
Fuck, dude.
Hold on. Let me try
No
something.
wonder it sounds so drunk. Do. The claws can share.
Eel?
Can,
What? Okay.
and if you hit a mortal, his wounds will never fully heal.
Fuck yeah, dudes.
Spend 1 blood point. Takes a full turn to grow. Damage +1 aggravated.
So it's like when you make love, you gotta warm up, you know, before you start fucking shit up.
Basically, you can hit like a werewolf.
That's cool.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let me show you a little example of your power.
Does it have a name so I can put it on my sheet?
Claws of the Beast, or Talons of the Beast.
Alright.
Okay, can you hear me now? Loud and clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good, bro. Talons of the Beast.
Are you okay there, Lula?
Except me.
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. What you talking about?
No, because I thought I was falling
Nice.
asleep. But anyways,
That's just a yawn. What's wrong with you?
okay. So what about you? Do you want them to teach you to use any of your skills? The
Me or
meditations will be
her?
hardest, Lula, but the other ones they might
Right.
be able to teach you them.
I would take it. I would learn some shit. Fuck it, why not?
So for weapons, if you need weapons,
Can I just carry a big ass hammer?
hold on.
I just pictured this girl with a fucking hammer, like
Even I'm not
fucking
that
6 feet long.
My weapon is a fucking bag of cattle drops. I mean,
And you have cups of magic and mystery.
no, I have cup of dice.
Yeah,
I
to
just-
enthrall the feeble mind of man.
Maybe a mace.
The rest of them, and they bring you a mace.
Oh, she gets a weapon?
Yeah, you had your claws, but they can
Nice.
they can also offer you a trident for you, Tisa, like the tridents that gladiators used to use.
Give me a trident?
Yes.
So I'm like Neptune, but like way better looking?
Better looking.
Yeah.
Hey, I've
You
changed my
have
mind.
bandana on.
What
Can I have a hatchet?
Well, I mean, you can have an axe.
Yeah.
So for
just
weapon,
like-
do I put talon?
If you want. And as for the weapon, as for your weapon, sweetie.
I don't have any points in melee. I'm strictly like beat you in the face with my hands.
Dude, your claws consider brawl weapons.
Okay. No other weapons considered a brawl weapon. There's missile launched.
Also, have crossbows if you guys want one of those.
No, I'm happy with my axe.
Actually, give me that shit, because I need another weapon.
They offer
Fuck it,
you a crossbow.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna... They should change archery to marksman, actually.
It works for both, honestly. Oh shit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just give me a straight up bow. I don't need a crossbow. Just give me a straight up bow.
Okay. They hand you a bow.
Sick.
Also, your weapon. Hold on, let me look for something in here. As for your weapon, hold on. Shit.
What's John get?
I'm not with you guys.
Not
Oh,
yet.
shit. My arms hurt.
My brain hurts. I'm just kidding.
My brain hurts.
My cacker. I'm just kidding.
I remember that shit, dude. That was so funny. My cack.
We went on with that for like an hour, and it was stupid.
That was hilarious.
It was the best, but it was stupid.
Dude, yesterday I was like telling people to like lick my stomach and shit and suck on my abs. And like this one English bitch got so mad at me, dude. She was getting so pissed. It was so funny, bro. So mad. It was like, it was no. She was from this Discord that like I would go to and shit. She sounded like she was like 40 or something. I don't know. So mad. It was like, it was no. She was from this Discord that like
Lula.
I to.
Yo.
Bunny?
Suck.
Man, you fucked up that mic real quickly.
Hello, hello, hello?
Hello.
Good enough.
Guys, since my mic is fucking up a little bit, shall we continue later, Carl? Because
Yeah.
because my mic
Sure.
is fucking broken, okay?
Okay, cool. So,
Uh,
do we get any points or tomorrow? Tomorrow?
Like XP for all of us, even though I did shit that whole time. Fantastic.
I don't know what he said.
5 XP point each one. All of you.
He gave Homeboy 5, but I don't know how much we're gonna get.
No, we all got 5 XP.
That's what he said?
Yeah. No, I don't want to meet everybody. What's the I forgot what the essentially point giving system is. Oh wait. I could just go into the chat and figure it out.
I think he spent it earlier. Or showed us how to spend it earlier.
Yeah.
I put it there. Guys,
Yeah.
there it is. Can you read
Okay.
it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, Shiny's on. So, is current attribute to increasing attribute is current rating times 4. Increasing an existing ability is current rating times 2. A new specialty or expertise is 3. A new ability is 3. Backgrounds only through roleplay. Increasing your discipline is current rating times 5. Okay? Virtues are current rating times 2, and willpower is current rating. Okay?
Virtues
Okay.
times 2.
Do you get how the system works, Rabbit?
No. Oh, I'll just save my XP.
Okay. Dude, Shane, we're about to wrap up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rude.
Dude, you were off.
I was asleep. I worked weird hours.
Sleeping is for the
That's your
weak.
fault.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I do it every day of the week.
What?
Sleep.
Oh,
Yeah,
sleep.
sleeping
Okay.
for the week. I do it every day of the week.
Sleeping,
Yeah,
right.
actually, I'm actually feeling like going to bed, though.
Yeah, it's 2:09 in the morning. I'm really tired.
It's 3:09 in here.
I worked like midnight, so I got up like an hour ago.
John,
I'm spending XP points.
okay, could you help Shane make historiador?
Nope.
Or the other thing is, tomorrow, as soon as I log your character, Shane, and everybody else's characters.
Yeah,
What?
he spilled beer on his mic. That's the only reason why we're stopping.
Yeah, because we are a lot. I think I'm gonna close. I mean, since we are I mean, we are a lot and more than I can handle. Usually with you guys, I'm okay with. Okay. But but let's see. Because we have 6 players, 9 players. Okay, that's more than I can usually handle. But
no, you have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players.
8, yeah, that's a little bit more than I can usually handle.
Well, that's counting yourself.
That's what?
I think that's counting himself, isn't it? Or
no, it's not counting himself because he's not
no,
a player. He's the.
No.
Wow.
Yeah. But okay, all I'm gonna say is, tomorrow you'll be hunting each one of the Tremere chapels, or chantry, if you want to see it like that. If you play your cards right, you might be able to get a very powerful ally, and if some of you is willing to do the I'm gonna find the enemy of my enemy task, you might be able to discover mages in the city. And mages are fucking powerful.
How will they find me, though?
A mage?
No, me.
Simple, because your waifu. Because she's bounded to the House of Tremere. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna wrap up the streaming so we can talk about off topic. But yeah, guys, this was we had 3 hours, almost 4 hours of live stream. So I hope everybody at home enjoyed the game. It was pretty long, but John will have a little bit more of protagonism next game, and we'll see if he and Shane will join the revolution, or will fight for Princess Son of a Bitch. Take care, guys.